morning, Tulsi, Tejashwi, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Bagunara, everyone Manchi at home and everyone Manchi in the campus. Everyone Manchi, hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, bye, hi, bye, Bagunara, everyone Manchi. Okay, very good. So how was your paper second phase exam you have given? So how was your second phase exam? Manchi or Chadda? Little idea you can give, then we'll start with paper discussion because we don't have more time. Yeah. So how was the paper? Manchi or Chadda? Good evening, good morning, good night, hi, bye, Bagunara, Manchi, not Manchi, all completed, no problem. Yeah. Now let's talk about the paper. How was your paper, Manchi or Chadda? Physics and chemistry, good. And bio Chadda, as usual. I know all of you are very weak in bio. So that's why bio paper is always tough for you. And chemistry is little easy for you and physics is easiest because all of you are very perfect in physics. So that's why most of the people are saying physics was easy, physics and chemistry was good, bio was tough. Because all of you are weak in bio. That's why, no problem, yeah. So that's the truth. Physics, chemistry, good sir. Bio, lengthy, chadda. You are weak in bio, accept it. Yeah, you are strong in physics and chemistry. That's why physics paper was good for you. Chemistry paper was good for you. But we don't have time for that. We don't have more time for that. Let's start with the paper discussion. Chalo bhai, samayam le do. Let's start with our physics paper discussion. Track 1 question we will discuss. Means black color questions I will discuss. Red color question in the question paper will be discussed by Manish sir. So let's start with our question number 1. And all questions are good question. Paper was not easy. Physics paper was not easy paper. As per your NEET standard. As per your NEET standard, we are preparing for NEET exam. So paper also has to be as per the NEET standard. So as per NEET standard, paper was there. So let's start. Question number 1, NCERT question. I think everyone got. They are asking you average force. Some time interval is given. That means they are asking you average force. They are saying ball is coming with momentum mv, rebounding back with momentum mv because it is coming back with the same speed. Means ball is going with mv, coming with mv. Ball is coming with mv, rebounding also with mv. That means a change in momentum of the ball will be coming as 2 mv. They are asking you average force. Average force you already know, delta P by delta T. Someone said, sir, why they are asking average force? Because they have asked you force for a duration of time within a time interval. So within a time interval, whatever the force we talk, that will be always the average force. So from their average force, you already know delta P by delta T. Delta P will be 2 mv by delta T will be T. All the values are given. Convert this gram to kg. Put the values, will get the answer. One of the famous model given in NCERT. Previously, NEET also they have asked. Same data not, but they've asked such type of question. So easy type of question, I think everyone will get. Let's move to the next question. No one should have any problem. Let's move to the next question. Question number 3 done. Chesara. Question number 3. Mudu question Chesara. I think everyone will get. Everyone will get. It's nothing. It's all about your stopping. That is a famous model which you have done already. Yeah. But yeah, so they are asking you find the shortest distance in which it will be stopped. Means they are talking about stopping distance. Stopping distance you already know, u square by 2a, and a due to kinetic friction will come here, mu k into g. Just you have to put the value, but this u must be converted from kilometer per hour to meter per second. So from there, for that you will multiply with 5 by 18. This will give you initial velocity u as 10 meter per second. Now directly you will put here s will be, you already know formula for stopping distance, s will be u square by 2a. A due to friction, a due to kinetic friction, a is the retardation. So retardation due to kinetic friction will come uk into g. just simply put there, you'll get the answer. Done भाई चेसारा, जल्दी जल्दी बताओ भाई, कुछ तो आइडिया दिया करो. Done online people. If you are able to understand, offline will understand. No problem. Yeah. हे भगवान कोई नहीं कुछ बोल रहा है, मैं क्या करूं? हाँ, done sir. And you should not be feeling any problem in this type of model. These are stock model, direct model, which are asked in the NEET exam, which you have seen in many of the hour test also, which you have seen in your notes also. So let's move to the next question. Question number 5 done by NCERT exemplar question. Tomorrow this question may come directly in NEET exam, and if I think we have told you, I think you are knowing. Whenever anyone asks you, if those people who don't know, एक बार देख ले भाई, is a very famous model of NCERT exemplar. Tomorrow they will change the data and they can ask you same question. And for that, you know, whenever two vectors are given, whenever two vectors are given, and if anyone asks you, find the angle between two vectors. In order to find angle between two vectors, only one method exists. That is dot product. Whenever they will ask you find the angle between any two given vector, they ask you angle. Method to find angle between two vectors is dot product. That is A bar dot B bar will be equal to AB cos theta. So from here you'll always get cos theta. Cos theta will become A bar dot B bar by AB. Now here if you do the dot product, once you do the dot product, you'll find dot product will come 0. 0 by A magnitude. A means A magnitude. A magnitude will come root 2. B magnitude, yeah, this is A bar and this is actually B bar. This is B bar, yeah, okay, A and B, yeah. So two vectors are given, they are asking you angle between those two vectors. So A bar dot B bar. So A bar dot B bar, when you do it will come 0, no need to calculate denominator. But I still am calculating. So this will give you 0 by something will give you 0, means cos theta will come 0, means theta will come 90 degree. Tomorrow this theta can come 60 degree also, 30 degree also, 180 degree also, 0 degree also, depending on the given vectors. So point is, whenever two vectors are given, anyone asks you find angle between these two vectors, only one method you have to use, that is dot product. A bar dot B bar will be equal to AB cos theta. And you must know how to do the dot product. Do the dot product. AB means magnitude of A bar and B means magnitude of B bar. So from there you will get no problem, yeah. Now let's move to the next question. Chalo bhai. Question number 7, I think everyone got. For 15 degree they have given. This is also NCERT exemplar question. This is also exactly same data also. Yeah. They have given you range for 15 degree. So range you already know. So range, yeah, they are asking us range. Range formula we already know. So range will be U square sine 2 theta. Theta is given 15 degree by G. This range is given how much, sir? 50 meter. Now from here if you calculate, that means that 50 will be equal to U not given sine 2 into 15 means sine 2 into 50 means sine 30. Sine 30 means 1 by 2 by G. That means from here you can get U square by G value. U square by G value will become 100. Now they are asking you find the range. You can calculate U value also from here, but I am not calculating U value. If you wish, you can calculate. I will simply say, this is what I got, sir. Now they are asking you range when angle is 45 degree. So you can calculate range for 45 degree. For 45 degree range will become U square sine 2 theta, 2 into 45. That is 90 by G. That means sine 90 is 1. So range will become, sir, U square by G. And U square by G you already calculated. U square by G you already calculated. That was 100. So value will come 100. So this is the answer that we will get. Done by. Done. I think everyone will get. Previously also came in the test by changing the data. Famous model now exactly of NCERT exemplar data given. Yeah. So for 15-degree range was given, you calculated u square by g from there, then you used for 45-degree and you got the answer. Chalo bhai, I don't have more time. Easy question. Those who have not done this question, again do any question which you are not able to do in the exam. Revise the entire topic of that question from your M notes. It's not about important question. Now it's about important topic. Topic wise revision you have to do. If you did mistake in question of range, revise entire range part from your M notes related from your projectile motion. So this is how you have to keep on revising. Question number 9, I think no one will get any problem, because they are asking you about magnetic field. Magnetic field of circular coil you already know, mu naught I by 2r. This is for coil A. For coil B, magnetic field at the center will come mu naught I is 2I by 2r. Radius is also 2r. Means 2 will get cancelled. Both magnetic field will come equal. That means ratio will come 1:1. Mu naught I by 2r. So in second coil, I is double, so R is also double. So that's why there will be no change. Both will have same magnetic field. Done, sir. Let's move to the next question. चलो भाई समय हम ले दो. बाप रे बाप, ये क्या है? ये कहानी है क्या? क्वेश्चन नंबर 11. Done. This is very lengthy question, but NCERT question, that's why we have to give. While giving this question, we were also feeling question is very lengthy. So much big stories there. But what we can do? It's of NCERT. Tomorrow they can give in the NEET exam also. That's why we have to keep, sometimes we have to keep stone on our heart. And we have to give the question. Because NTA can give. Given in NCERT. So that's why, this question is, I can also feel question is lengthy to read in the paper. Yeah, it's the truth we should accept. Yeah, being paper setter, we know question was lengthy. Do you, okay, those who don't want 180 out of sir, मुझे 180 नहीं चाहिए sir, I'm happy with 170 175, then you can skip one question also, no problem. This will also tell you how to skip unnecessary question in the final NEET exam. So that's why some people found it lengthy. You can skip also. 180 nahi chahiye sir, I'm happy with 175, which is also good marks. 170, which is also good marks. So some question when you don't have more time, some question appears very lengthy, you can leave them also. So that's why this is also a way. This is also a way to learn how to leave some question which are lengthy and which are little tough. So that's why this question was given. Otherwise, solution is not very tough. Solution is not very tough. Once you can see, no problem. Yeah. So one big story is given. I already know the story. NCERT question. I already know the story. I will simply tell you what they are trying to tell. Then you can read the question. This is what they are trying to tell. They are saying one circular coil is placed in vertical plane. You know, two planes will be there. The horizontal plane, the vertical plane. So they are saying a coil is placed in a vertical plane. A coil is placed in vertical plane, no problem. And they are saying magnetic field exists along its geometrical axis. Magnetic field, it is placed in vertical plane such that magnetic field value is also given. Magnetic field exists along its geometrical axis. Magnetic field exists along geometrical axis means magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane. You know M bar, because they are talking about torque. They are talking about rotating the coil. You know, if they are rotating the coil, there must be torque. There must be some work done. And for that you require M bar. So magnetic field is perpendicular. Magnetic field is along geometrical axis means magnetic field is perpendicular to plane. If magnetic field is perpendicular to plane, you know M bar, magnetic moment of the coil, will be also perpendicular to the plane. Magnetic moment will be also perpendicular to the plane. M bar, which you already know, M bar will be NIA, N-I-A. That means initially angle is given, sir. Initial angle between M bar and B bar is given as 0 degree. And now they are saying it is rotated by 90 degree, means extra 90 degree you are rotating, means your theta 1 is 0, theta 2 will become 90 plus 0, that will become 90 degree. That means your coil is rotating from 0 degree to 90 degree. If your coil is rotating from 0 degree to 90 degree, there must be some work done. You can find work done because you already know whenever any coil rotates from theta 1 to, coil means magnetic dipole, whenever any dipole rotates from theta 1 to theta 2, work done will be there. That is mb cos theta 1 minus. Now where this work done will go? They are saying, they are asking you in the question finally, find the angular velocity acquired by the coil. So this is the work done, and you already know work done will be equal to change in kinetic energy. Since it's rotating, so work done will be equal to change in rotational kinetic energy, that is half I omega final square minus omega initial square. Final omega, they are asking, initial omega is 0. It's not initially rotating. Now from here you can use all this thing. M you already know, Nia. B, all these values are given. Cos theta 1 0. So cos 0 will be 1. Theta 2 90, cos 90 will be 0. This will be equal to half I omega square. Area also you have to calculate. Area will be coming as pi r square because radius of the coil is given. So when you calculate approximately, it will come 20 radian per second. अरे बोल दो भाई, समझे क्या? अरे एक बार बोल दो भाई. Means simply you can, if you don't want to go that much. So they are saying coil is rotating now. Whenever coil will rotate, we have studied only one formula. That is the formula for work done. MB cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. Theta 1 कुछ story दिया है sir. Now not getting. So theta 1 you can take 0 degree. Final angle is 90 degrees. So work done will become MB cos 0 minus cos 90. Where that work will go? That work will not go in your pocket. It will convert into rotational kinetic energy. Work done by all the forces will be equal to change in kinetic energy. In rotation, work done by all the torque will be equal to change in rotational kinetic energy. So you can use from there and you can get. Some people are asking, sir, can we skip? You can skip. If you are happy with 175, always remember happiness has no label. Those who get 720 out of 720, they are also unhappy that I only got 720. That is the power of happiness. Yeah, satisfaction. Yeah. So if you are happy with 175, then you can skip it. Not 175, 176. Why? Calculation mistake कर रहा हूं मैं. 176. If you are happy, you can skip it. Otherwise, you can fight with this question at the end. After doing all the question, kuch karke, you can get it. No problem. Yeah. So once again, read this question by yourself after the paper discussion. Then you'll get more idea. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Those who get more marks, they are more sad people. Sadness lies in the heart. They cry more. 720 people, if you talk, you'll say he got 720. He's always crying. Kaisa bachcha hai ye? No problem. Yeah. So let's move to the next question. Chalo bhai. So never cry. Fight for the best. If something is not coming, parwa le do. No problem. Yeah. Question number, they are saying magnetic force. This is a direct question. F magnetic, you already know. I will tell you, this is a simply formula. Charge is moving in external magnetic field. Velocity given. So F magnetic will be Q into V bar cross B bar. V bar already given. B bar you can calculate from there. Q given. Using right hand rule, you can know which is at higher potential, which is at lower potential. Those who are in offline, they can use Biru technique. They also know. So I don't feel any problem will be there. Let's move to the next question. Chalo bhai. Let's move to question number 23. They are asking you torque M bar given, B bar given. So tau bar will be equal to M bar cross B bar. Directly cross product karoge. Revant, now we don't have time to explain that. Question number 23, M bar given, B bar given. They're asking you torque acting on the magnetic dipole. So M bar cross B bar, directly you'll put and you'll get the answer. There is no twist, no nothing there. Question number 25, I think done. minimum resistance will be coming. So they are asking you R minimum by R maximum. So minimum resistance will come in parallel, R by N. Maximum will come in series, NR. So that will give you N square, 1 by N square. Maximum by minimum, N square. Minimum by maximum, it will come 1 by N square. So I don't feel anyone will have any problem. Let's move further. Question number 27. You can see question number 27. These two are connected in series. 1 in series will give you 2. These two are also connected in series. 1 in series will give you 2. This will also give you 2. This will also give you 2. 2 in parallel will give you 1. 2 in parallel will give you 1. So 1 1. Total resistance will be 1. Now 1. These two in series. 1 in series 2. 1 in series 2. 2 in parallel 1. 2 in parallel 1. So 1 in series. So total resistance will become 3. So current will become 6 by 3. Since they are given in kilo ohm, that's why you'll get current in milliampere. That will give you 2 milliampere current. So I don't feel anyone will have any problem. Let's move further. आगे बढ़ते हैं भाई. Question number 29 you already know. Directly result. Mu equal to Vd by E, sigma equal to Ne square, tau by M, J equal to sigma E, all of the above done. Chalo bhai, no problem. Yeah. Let's move to the next question. F bar given, R bar given, tau bar they are asking. So you already know tau bar will be equal to R bar cross F bar. Simply do the cross product, you'll get the answer. There is no discussion required for that question. Question number 33. Linear kinetic energy means translational kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy. They're asking you the ratio of linear kinetic energy means translational kinetic. So this ratio you already know, 1 is to K square by R square. So this will come 1 is to K square by R square. Now they are talking for solid sphere. They are talking for solid sphere. So for solid sphere, K square by R square will be 2 by 5. So this will ultimately become 5 is to 2. That is 5 by 2. So direct question. I don't feel anyone will have any problem. Let's move further. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Question number 35 done. Slope of displacement time graph will give you velocity. Both are parallel, means both have same slope. If both have same slope, both will have same velocity. So that is what given. Both cars are moving with same velocity. Chalo bhai, no problem, no problem. Question number 37. Proton, electron are there. One is positive charge, one is negative. So you already done. In NCERT, our marathon class also I told. Both will experience same magnitude of force, but both will not experience same force. Because one is positively charged, one is negatively charged. So force on proton will be QE, on electron it will be minus QE. Because directions will be reverse. Magnitude of the force will be same, acceleration will not be same because masses are different. So if acceleration not same, so magnitude of acceleration. So I think everyone will get, no problem is there in that. So let's move further. Let's move to question number 39. Goduma Rai Setu, you can see. This part you can see later on, they're asking you CNET between A and B. So if you see this entire circuit, this is your Wheatstone bridge, C. This is your bridge. So what will happen? This is your Wheatstone bridge. So you already know if all capacitors are C. This will give you net C. They will give you CNET also C. Tarvata this C and this C will be in parallel. So CNET will become 2C. Hello. समझे क्या बे पागल वागल हो क्या भाई? This is your Wheatstone bridge. C will give you C. Then that CNET of this will be C, will be in parallel with this C. So C plus C, it will give you 2C. So CNET will become 2C. Done bhai, no problem. Let's move further. ये क्या हो जाता, चेंज करने को बोलता है. Question number 41. They're asking you power consumed in the circuit, that is your average power. You already know VRMS into IRMS into cos phi. Phi you can see here. phi is already given, phase difference already given, because voltage is simply sine omega t, current is sine omega t minus pi by 2. That means your phi is already there. Phi means 90 degree, cos 90 is 0, so average power will come 0. So I don't feel anyone will have any problem. Simple question bhai. Let's move. Asking कितना आसान क्वेश्चन दे दिया, फालतू का क्वेश्चन दिया हुआ है. You can calculate XL. XL will come omega L. XC you can calculate 1 by omega C. Omega you already know 2 pi F. Now from here XL will come, XC will come, Z will come. Z will be under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square, or XC minus XL whole square, depending on which is more, which is less. And you already know one is 300. So they have to come 400. So answer will be 500. Sometime you can guess also. No problem. No problem. Yeah. So from there we can say under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So from there you will get no problem, no problem, no problem. Yeah. Easy question. Let's move to the last question. A bar magnet is released from rest along the axis of a long vertical copper tube. After some time, the magnet will. Sir, torque question. Sir, please explain how to take. अब पागल हो गए हो क्या? अब ये रिवीजन, ये पेपर डिस्कशन चल रहा है कि क्लास चल रहा है? अभी बोल रहा है कि हाउ टू टेक पोजीशन वेक्टर. Once go through the notes, Baba. एक बार notes में देखो, everything is there. Right now, paper discussion, it's not class going on. So that's why I cannot tell you how to take R bar. But important models, see from your main notes. No problem. Yeah. So question number 45, a bar magnet is released from rest along the axis of a very long copper tube. After some time, magnet will, just like your terminal velocity, you have seen, whenever any raindrop is falling, after falling some time, raindrop attains some terminal velocity. In the similar manner, this magnet falling will also attain some terminal velocity. Terminal velocity means it will move with some constant velocity. And reason you can think, they are saying you hollow copper. They forget to mention hollow copper. Acha, tube given, no problem. Yeah. Okay. Huh? So one tube is there. You have a copper tube, means you have a metal tube. Copper tube means you have a metal tube. Metal tube means you can divide this metal tube into infinite number of circular coils. And once this bar magnet will fall, एक बार देख लो, important type of question, tomorrow they can ask you, you can keep answer in your mind. After long time, it will attain terminal velocity, just like your raindrop. Just like due to gravity, raindrop fall, but due to viscous force, which opposes the motion, a time come when it attain terminal velocity. So in the similar manner, it will happen. Vertical copper tube means metal tube. Metal tube means induced current can be formed. Induced current can be generated. You have done this type of situation. If you have a circular coil, if you drop a magnet, you know here induced current will come. That induced current will oppose the cause. Induced current will oppose the cause means here you have studied, if the magnet fall, its acceleration becomes less than g. But here one coil is not there. You have a copper tube. One entire tube is there. One hollow cylinder is there. If you cut it, you can cut it into infinite number of circular coils. So every coil will oppose. So here when the instant you will drop, at that time acceleration will be almost equal to g. But once it will come here, this coil will oppose its motion. Acceleration will become less than g. Acceleration will be, this will also oppose, this will also oppose, this will also oppose, this will also oppose. It will, yeah. So once your magnet is falling, induced current will oppose the cause. Cause is the falling of the magnet. Cause is your g, the acceleration due to gravity it is having. So its acceleration will be less than g. Now for next coil, since its velocity increased, next coil will get more change of flux. It will induce more induced current that will oppose the cause more. So slowly acceleration of the magnet will decrease. A time will come, the force due to induced current will become equal to gravitational force. and at that time your magnet will come in equilibrium. Net force on the magnet will become zero, means acceleration will become just like your viscous force. Acceleration will become zero, means its velocity will become almost constant. So as the magnet will fall, you have already studied circular coil magnet. If you drop the magnet, induced current will oppose the cause. Its acceleration will become less than g, but it is having still acceleration, so its velocity will increase. So below coil will again oppose more, oppose more, oppose more, oppose more. A time will come when opposition due to induced, because this is infinite number of coils are there. A time will come when opposition of induced current will become same as gravitational force mg. At that time net force on the magnet will become zero, means magnet will move with constant velocity. So this is what will happen. So you can keep in your mind, if you drop in a copper tube, finally it will attain terminal velocity, its acceleration will become zero, velocity will become constant. Done bhai, done, समझे क्या? अरे जल्दी बोलो भाई. So this is how we have completed our paper discussion. More situation will be told by Manish Saraji. Okay, no problem, no problem.
Good evening. So break, I think break not required because it's already 10-15 minutes late. Okay. Along the notes, do you know NCRT as a sir? Along with notes, do we need to do NCRT as well as revision paper, or revision paper have NCRT some also? Vaishnavi, you will do the notes, you will do the NCRT, all you will do in a remaining 20 days than what you did in the whole year. Like just do the test, give the test, and where you are losing the marks, that point you have to revise from the notes. NCRT now you cannot do anything from the NCRT. Already in the marathon you covered the NCRT. Okay. So question number 2, a manometer connected to a closed tap reads 3.5 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. When valve is open, the rating of the manometer falls to this, then the velocity of the flow of the water is. Here what is happening when the tap is closed means velocity is 0, then pressure is what? 3.5 into 10 to the power 5. When you open the tap means velocity will be there, then pressure fall. Then they are asking the velocity of flow. So directly we can go through the Bernoulli. Here height they are not mentioning, means that part we will not take, means P1 plus half rho V1 square is equal to P2 plus half rho V2 square. From that we can say what? P1 minus P2, that is a product. P1 minus P2, it is equal to what? Half rho into V2 square minus V1 square. When the tap is closed, then velocity is 0. When velocity is 0, then V1 we can take 0, then directly we will take as a V2 square. Now P1 minus P2, what we will get? 0.5 into 10 to the power 0.5 into 10 to the power 5, that is equal to half. Density of the water is 10 to the power 3 into V square. After solving, you will get the velocity. Everybody got or not? Here height and everything, height they are not mentioning, so we will not take the height part. So Bernoulli's P plus half rho V square is equal to constant, that we will take. Are everybody got? Okay. Then question number 4, Earth moves around the sun in the elliptical orbit. When Earth is the closest from the sun, it is at the distance r, having a speed v. When it is the farthest at the distance 4r, then speed. For this type of problem, same planet, same satellite, different distances they given. So I said we will go through the angular momentum conservation. We will use the v into r is equal to constant. For the two different orbit, if they are saying, then we will use the what v1 by v2 is the under root of r2 by r1. Remember or not? Two different orbit, then we will go to the orbital speed formula. V is equal to under root of gm by r. Here they have given the same orbit, different distance, then we will go what? V1 r1 is equal to v2 r2. Now v1 what I can take when it is at a distance r, then speed is r. When it is a speed is v. When it is at a distance 4r. Now common sense you can say vr is equal to constant. When it is a closer, then the speed is more. When it is a farther, speed will be less. Now what is the speed? You can say v by 4. When it is at a distance 4r, then speed will become 1/4. Understood or not? Are completed? So v into r is equal to v2 into 4r. From that v2 you will get v by 4. Then question number 6. For a certain metal, incident frequency nu is 5 times of the threshold frequency. I think this type of question already we asked in the base exam also. Frequency is the 5 times, means energy of the photon we can say what? 5h into nu naught. When incident frequency nu is the 5 times of threshold frequency. What is the incident frequency? 5 times of nu naught means 5 nu naught. So what is the energy of photon? 5h nu naught. That is equal to what? Work function plus kinetic energy. Suppose kinetic energy I am taking the K1. Then they are saying velocity is what? 8 into 10 to the power 6. Means V1 what they given? V1 is equal to 8 into 10 to the power 6. Now they are saying if nu frequency is the nu is equal to 2 nu naught. Means now energy of photon what we will take? From this W work function what I can write? Work function is the h nu naught. Work function we can write h nu naught. From this you got what? 5h nu naught minus h nu naught, that is a 4h nu naught. It is equal to K1. Leave as it is. Okay. Second what they are saying, frequency become 2 nu naught. Then what is the energy? 2h nu naught. And here work function is what? H nu naught. The second case, frequency they are taking 2 nu naught, then energy of photon is the 2h nu naught, work function h nu naught, then K2, what I can write? So 2h nu naught, that is equal to h nu naught plus K2. Now from that K2 what you got? K2 is equal to h nu naught. That is our 2. Now you can see from here K1 by K2, what is the ratio will come? Ratio will come 4:1. Ratio will come 4:1. Then kinetic energy we can write half m v2 square upon half m v1 square. From that you can get the ratio or velocity. So v1 they given 8 into 10 to the power 6. So what is the ratio we are getting? K1 by K2 is equal to 4:1. Can you say slowly? Okay, I will say slowly. Again I am saying K1 you are getting 4h nu naught, K2 you are getting h nu naught. So from this ratio we can say K1 by K2 is the 4:1. K1 you can write half m V1 square, K2 you can write half m V2 square. So basically we can say V1 square by V2 square, it is a 4:1. From that V2 you can find. Everybody got? So V2 will come what? V1 by 2 after taking the root on both sides. Then velocity will be 4 into 10 to the power 6. Then question number 8. An electron of mass m and charge E initially at rest get accelerated by a constant electric field E. The de Broglie wavelength of electron at time t. Initially it is at rest. Okay. Then it will get acceleration due to electric field. So what is the velocity after time t? So velocity we can say V is equal to U plus AT. U plus AT. So what is a U? 0. A I can write E into capital E. QE. Force due to the electric fields. Q into E upon m, that is the acceleration into t. So velocity after time t, what you will get? E into capital E by m into t. Now what is the de Broglie wavelength? Lambda is equal to h upon m into v. When you will put the v, m and m cancel out, what you got? E capital E into t in the denominator. Everybody got or not? Question number 10, frequency we have done. Here they have given the lambda. Lambda directly we cannot add because like here if you see the energy levels, that photon lambda 3 corresponding to this photon energy is equal to this plus this. So I can say the E3 is equal to E1 plus E2. Now if they given the frequency, so directly I can say nu3 is equal to nu1 plus nu2. But here they given the wavelength, then what we will write? E3 means Hc by lambda 3. That is equal to what? Hc by lambda 1 plus Hc by lambda 2. From that you will get what? 1 by lambda 3 is equal to 1 by lambda 1 plus 1 by lambda 2. I think everybody know how to take the LCM. You will take the LCM what? Lambda 1, lambda 2. In the numerator you will get lambda 1 plus lambda 2. After that lambda 3 what you got? Lambda 1, lambda 2 upon lambda 1 plus lambda 2. So frequency they given, so directly you will write the h nu 3 is equal to h nu 1 plus h nu 2, but here they given the wavelength, that's why I am writing the Sc by lambda. Sir, you said gravitation question, another situation. No, can you repeat again? At last, okay, in the last I will repeat. I'm repeating again because I will forget what I said. In the case when the two distances and velocities are there and they are given the two distance, one velocity, they are asking the other velocity. So two types of question exist in the gravitation. One, they are giving the two orbit, like two satellites are at this orbit and this orbit. Then what is the ratio of their velocity? Then we will relate that problem with the orbital speed. Orbital speed formula, V is equal to under root of Gm by R. So from that you will say V is inversely proportional to root R. That we will apply when they given the two different orbits. Okay. Then we will use the orbital speed is inversely proportional to root R. And in that case, definitely they will give the circular orbit. If they have given the one planet, it is at the different, in the same orbit, it is at the different distance. It means that is not a circular orbit, it is an elliptical orbit. In the elliptical orbit, when it is a closer, velocity, distance less, velocity more. How we got that? Angular momentum conservation, because in any orbit, planet angular momentum will be conserved. So we will use what? MVR is equal to constant, or we can say V into R is equal to constant. So in the same orbit, at the two different distances, we will apply the what? V1 R1 is equal to V2 R2. Where distance less, velocity more. Where velocity less, distance will be more. Like that we can do. Understood? Okay, then question number 12. A point source of light is placed 20 centimeter below the surface of the water. N is equal to 4 by 3. What is the radius of the circular illuminated area? That is the concept of the circle of illuminance. Circle of illuminance, they are asking what is the radius? So everybody mucked up the radius formula. R is equal to h upon under root of mu square minus 1. But some intelligent people, you become the perfect in the mathematics. They are getting the some fraction, but they are thinking that that option is not there. So that's why maybe somebody has not bubble. But it will not come exactly 23. It will come 22 point something. Okay, then we have to go to the closer answer 23. I know that you are very perfect in the mathematics. So R is equal to H. H, what we will do here? 20 upon under root mu square. Mu square is what? 16 by 9. So under root of 16 by 9 minus 1. Then you will get what? Root 7. 16 minus 9 is what? 7. 7 by 9. When you will take the root, so you will get 20 into root 9 is what? 3 by root 7. Okay. So then you are getting 60 by root 7. Root 7 you don't know. Root 7 you don't know. So how you can find? So root 7 means, anybody did? How you will find the root 7? So what we will do, different ways are there. Suppose I am saying the root 4. Root 4 if I am taking, so root 4 is the what? 2. So 2 then it will come what? 30. Okay. But it is not the, it is a more than 4. If you are taking 9. If you are taking 9, so root 9 is the 3 cancel out, then you will get 20. It means it is a more than 20, less than 30. What is the answer? 23. Array. What I am saying, root 7, that directly you can say because more than 4, less than 9. So that's why 2.5, 2.6 it will come. Otherwise, directly you can check the option. Root 4, then it is a 2. Root 4 is a 2, then it will come what? 30. Okay, but answer will be less than 30 because I am taking the root 4. If it is a root 9 will come 3. 3 cancel out, you will get 20. So it is a more than 20 and less than 30. One option is only there, 23. Okay, Otherwise, root 7 is approximately 2.6. Okay. Who is this Professor Cool? So Professor Cool places a convex lens in the air and then in the water. He asks his student to analyze the following. Number one, the focal length of the lens increase when placed in the water. Minimum focal length, maximum power we will get in the air. Any other medium, focal length increases, power decreases. This we have mugged up, this we have written in the notes also. So when earlier it is in the air, now it is placed in the water. In the water, focal length will increase or power will decrease. So first statement is correct. The power of the lens depends upon the surrounding medium. Yes, focal length depends upon the surrounding medium. So power will depends upon surrounding medium. So second statement is also correct. Third statement, the focal length of the lens never changes with the medium. We know we have mugged up the formula Fm is equal to Fa into mu minus 1 into mu surrounding upon mu minus mu surrounding. So focal length depends upon the surrounding medium. That's why this is incorrect. A convex lens can form both real and virtual image. Yes. Everybody got? So 1, 2 and 4 is correct. Again, Professor Cool came. Okay, so while discussing the polarization, only transverse wave can be polarized. This everybody know. I explained by the notebook in the classroom. We can only polarize the transverse wave. So only transverse wave can polarize. This statement is correct. Unpolarized light can be converted into polarized light using a Polaroid. Yes, Polaroid is a device that converts the unpolarized light to the polarized light. Okay. Third one, longitudinal wave like sound can also be polarized. No, longitudinal wave cannot polarize. Which wave can polarize? Only transverse wave can polarize. So we can differentiate on the basis of the polarization, longitudinal and transverse. Transverse can polarize, but longitudinal cannot. Okay. Number 4, Malus law describes intensity of polarized light after passing through the Polaroid. Yes. Because when the polarized light passes from the polarizer or analyzer, then transmitted intensity is directly proportional to cos square theta. That is a Malus law. So 1, 2 and 4 is correct. Okay. Yes, I know Varshita, who is the Professor Cool. Next is the 18. A double slit experiment is performed using light of wavelength 600 nanometer if the slit are separated by the 0.5 millimeter and the screen 2 meter away. What is the fringe width? So everybody know the fringe width formula. Beta is equal to capital D lambda by small d. This type of simple question, please don't do the silly mistake, calculation mistake. Means I know that everybody know the formula of the fringe width. You will apply the right formula, but you will do some decimal mistake or some power mistake definitely then. So calculation, everybody has easy question, everybody has to check the calculation one. So capital D is a 2, lambda is what? 6 into 10 to the power minus 7, and small d is a 0.5 millimeter, means 10 to the power minus 3. After solving, you will get that 2.4 millimeter. Okay. Completed. Then question number 20, a closed organ pipe of length L has a fundamental frequency of 100 Hertz. The length required for an open pipe to have the same frequency. So open organ pipe frequency is the V by 2L. So they are saying what? Suppose I am saying F close, what we can say V by 4L. Okay. I need the F open same. So F open same means V by 2L open. Now from this what we will get? This is cancel out, this cancel out. So L open, what you will get? 2L. So we will have open organ pipe of the length 2L will have the same frequency. Understood or not? When you will increase the length, frequency will decrease, then it will become equal to the closed organ pipe. Then next 22, two gases A and B having molar mass of M1 and 2, temperature T1 and T2. The RMS speed of A is twice B, means VA is equal to 2 VB. That equation, always this type of question when they are giving any condition in the statement. So first write the mathematical form or equation form, and after that you can put the value. So here they given the velocity of A is the twice of the B, so VA is equal to 2 VB. If the ratio of the M1 and M2 they given M1 by M2 they given 2:1. Then they are asking the ratio of temperature. Now everybody know the RMS speed formula. VA I can say what? Under root of 3, 3 cancel out, RR cancel out. So T1 by M1 that is equal to 2 into under root of T2 by M2. Now under root how we can eliminate? By squaring, then you will get the T1 by M1 is equal to 4 into T2 by M2. Now M1 by M2 what they given 2, then T1 by T2 what you will get 8:1. Okay. Dimensional formula of the self inductance. One day I said in the class also how we will, we will use the simplest formula to find the dimension for the inductance. What is the simplest formula? Energy. Energy stored in the inductor U is equal to half Li square. By this way we can find the dimension of the inductance easily. If suppose somebody is thinking the phi is equal to Li, so phi you don't know what is the dimension. So then for the phi you will get the BA. Phi is equal to BA. B you don't know the dimension, then you will get to the F is equal to IBL. So unnecessary 3-4 dimension you have to find. So easier formula is what? Half energy is equal to half Li square. So then we can find the dimension easily. E is equal to what? Half Li square. Now energy dimension is the ML2 T minus 2 and I square is what? A square. Then you will get what? ML2 T minus 2 A minus 2. Are got or not? So remember that this is the simplest formula to find the dimension of the self-induction or mutual induction. They are asking the same formula. Question number 26. The density of the cube is measured by measuring its mass and length of its side. If the maximum error in the measurement of mass and the length are this, then maximum error in the measurement of density. So density is equal to what? Mass by volume. Okay, so for the how you will get the percentage error? Delta M by M into 100 plus delta V by V into, so percentage error in the density rho you can say delta rho by rho is equal to delta M by M plus delta V by V. Now delta M percentage error we will multiply with 100 on both sides. Delta M by M into 100, what we will get? 4%. We don't know delta V by V directly. We know the percentage error in the what? Length of the cube. So we know the L error. Delta L by L we know. And V and L formula is what? V is equal to L cube. V is equal to volume of the cube is what? L cube. Then delta V by V what we can say? 3 delta L by L, because I said always we will deal with a small error. So that's why directly we can multiply with power. So delta V by V is equal to 3 delta L by L. Delta L by L percentage error what they given? 3. So then you will get what? Here you are getting 4. Here you are getting 3. 3s are 9. 9 plus 4 is what? 13%. Okay. If they have given directly the percentage error in the volume, then we will go to the 7%. 4% this, 3% this. Number of significant figure, that is a simple question, because scientific notation will not affect the significant figure. We will not see this factor. In this, how many significant figure are there? 3.04, that is a 3. Then question number 30, displacement current is same as. What is a displacement current? Displacement current is not a conduction current. One thing. What is a conduction current? That the current that is due to the flow of the charge. It is called the conduction current. Okay. What is a displacement current? Displacement current is what? This current comes due to the varying electric field. That's why between the plates of the capacitor we have the displacement current. We don't have the conduction current. And one question I said, most of the reason we have the displacement and the conduction current, because no any medium is perfectly conducting, or no any medium is perfectly insulating. Okay, so displacement current is what? What is the origin of the displacement current? Rate of like varying electric field. If the electric field is constant, then displacement current will become 0. Like capacitor get full charge. Now after that no charge is changing on the capacitor. Then we can say the displacement current will be 0. So what is the displacement current? It generates due to the what is the source of the displacement current? We can say what is the reason of the displacement current? It is a varying electric field. Okay. Then 32, consider the 4 statements inside crystal, because of difference of position, each electron has different energy. This makes an energy band in crystal. When I started the semiconductor, I said the like for the from the poly exclusion principle, no any electron will have the same energy. And when we are taking the crystal, in the crystal different so many atoms are there, the atoms are interacting with each one. So what will happen, different electron will have different energy. So like suppose I am taking the sodium crystal, so sodium crystal, all valence electron will not have same energy because one atom is interacting with the surrounding atom. Okay, that's why we are not getting the one particular energy, we are getting the energy band, and the energy band which contain the valence electron, that is called the valence band, which contain the conduction electron, that is called the conduction band. So here they are saying inside crystal, because of difference of position, each electron has different energy. This makes energy band in the crystal. This statement is correct or not? Anybody has confusion? Okay, so this is this statement is correct. Second, they are saying energy level of valence electron are included in the valence band. Yes, all the valence electron we take in the valence band. Conduction band is above the valence band. Yes, we know that. In metal, conduction band and valence band overlap or energy gap is negligible. Okay, so overlapping means I said like a case of sodium. Sodium valence band and conduction band, we can say it is a overlapping because it has a unpaired electron. And in the case of the zinc, this example I gave, in that some difference are there, but they are where that difference is negligible. So we can say the in metal conduction band and valence band overlap. Most of the metal, that is if they have given the option, what is the energy gap in the conductor or what is the energy gap in the metal, different values they given, and one option is 0, then we can go to the 0. Okay, because any particular value is not there, that is very small, but that very small option is not there, values they mention, then we can go to the 0 also. Everybody getting or not? So for the metal, like one metal example is the sodium, potassium, they have the unpaired electrons, so their conduction band and valence band are overlapping. Okay, so energy gap we can say 0. So all statements are correct. 34. About the LED, they are asking which statement is correct or incorrect. So everybody know LED is operated in forward bias. LED is the highly doped, the PN junction diode. All these points you have written directly in the notes. And pure germanium and silicon, we cannot make the visible LED because for the visible light, minimum energy photon required is what? 1.7. That is for the red, and 3.1 for the violet. But the energy gap of the germanium is the 0.7. Silicon is the 1.1. So they cannot produce the visible light LED. So that's why 2 and 3 is only correct. 36. How much mass has to convert into energy to produce the electric power of 200 megawatt for 1 hour? You want to produce that power for the 1 hour. So how much total energy? They are saying how much mass has to convert. They are not saying how much mass required, because I am not destroying the mass. There is a fission. Basically in the electrical power plant, we are doing the fission. We are not destroying the complete mass. In the fission, what is happening? Some mass is getting lost. So they are saying how much mass will convert into the energy. So suppose M mass get convert into the energy. So M mass get convert into the energy. So how much energy release? MC square. Suppose I have taken any mass, that doesn't matter, but from that mass, M mass converted into the energy. So how much energy you got? MC square. So you got the energy what? MC square. Okay, that M is what? A mass which converted into the energy. Okay, so this energy is equal to what? How much energy I want to produce? I want to produce 200 megawatt for 1 hour. So power into time is the energy. Power they given 200, mega means what? 10 to the power 6. Okay, then you got the watt, joule per second. And how much time? 1 hour. 1 hour, how many seconds? 1 hour, 60 seconds. Somebody has done that also maybe. 3600. So after multiplying, then C square is what? 9 into 10 to the power 16. After solving, M you will get in kg. Are everybody got? So this much of energy we required. This energy is coming from conversion of the mass into the energy. Then we can directly use the formula MC square. Okay. Completed. Now 38, for a particle executing simple harmonic motion, graph plotted between kinetic energy and potential energy. No need to discuss, everybody know kinetic energy, potential energy, displacement. With the displacement, what is a graph? Potential energy is the half kx square or half m omega square x square, parabola upward. Kinetic energy a square minus x square, that is a parabola downward. And everybody know what is the option there. Then question number 40, a steel cable with a radius of 1.5 centimeters support a chairlift if the maximum stress is not to exceed. So maximum stress or breaking stress, we can say what? Stress they given 10 to the power 8. Maximum stress. So stress is what? Load or force upon area. So that maximum force we can say, or maximum load upon area. Area we can say cable means we will consider as cylindrical, pi r square. What is the r? 1.5, or we can say 3/2 into 10 to the power minus 2 square. Why? Because they given in centimeter. After multiplying, you will get the answer. Pi approximately you can check for the 3, then you will get the answer. Okay. Completed. Question number 42, for an isothermal process, pressure of a given mass of a gas varies inversely as its volume. P inversely proportional to V for a given mass, that is a Boyle's law, everybody know. So it is a correct. Second, during expansion of gas, work is done by the gas on environment. Yes, work expansion means work done will by the gas will be positive. So they are saying gas will do, like suppose piston is, gas is closed, so gas is doing the work, piston is getting what? Upward, shifting upward, or we can say gas is doing the work. Okay, so in the expansion always work done will be what? We are taking positive. So during expansion of gas, work is done by the gas. Yes. Okay. During compression, heat is released. Now, when compression is there, work done is negative. Work done is negative, and in the isothermal process, delta U is equal to 0 because delta T will be delta T or dt is the 0. So for isothermal process, change in temperature 0. So no change in internal energy, means heat is equal to work done. Now that is a compression. Compression means work done is negative, so heat is negative. Heat is negative, so heat is released. Again, I am repeating, in the isothermal process, delta U is equal to 0. Delta U is 0, then heat is equal to work done. Okay, and compression, then work done is negative. Work done is negative, so heat is negative. Heat is negative means heat is released. System and environment are different. Here system means gas I am talking, environment means surrounding. So what they are saying, gas, in the expansion of the gas, work is done by the gas on the environment. Means basically when the compression, suppose outside we are applying the force on the gas. So I am the surrounding, suppose I am applying the force on the gas, gas is getting compressed. Okay, so I am the surrounding. Gas is the system. Now gas is expanding means gas is applying the force on the piston and piston is moving up. So gas is doing the work on the surrounding, we can say. Next one, 44. For the 44, I think in revision, I said the formula that everybody has to remember if the scale problem they are asking. So again, I am writing that formula. That's why this question I gave. L observed is equal to what? L naught into 1 plus alpha rod delta theta upon 1 plus alpha scale delta theta. This formula, remember it. Somebody can do this question by the logic also. Okay, but in the exam, you cannot apply the logic. That's why I said the formula directly. We can apply this. L observed means what is the length you are observing at a given temperature. L naught is the length at calibration temperature. Length at calibration temperature. Okay, or actual length we can say. Alpha rod means rod is made of which material? That alpha we will take. Delta theta is what we will take with respect to calibration temperature. So delta theta means theta minus theta c. Again I am repeating, delta theta is equal to theta minus theta c. What is the theta c? Calibration temperature. Calibration temperature means the temperature at which this device has made. Okay, so theta means we are always finding the delta theta with respect to calibration. Suppose we are using above the calibration, so theta is more than theta c, so delta theta will be positive. Suppose calibration is 20, I am using at 40, so theta is 40, calibration is 20, so delta theta will be positive. If calibration is 20, I am using at 10, I am using at 10, means theta is the 10, calibration is 20, so delta theta will come negative. So delta theta means what? Theta minus theta c, that you have to remember. So again I am saying L observed means what is the length you are measuring at a given temperature theta. L naught is the length at calibration temperature. Alpha rod, alpha R means alpha rod. Rod is made of which material? Alpha scale means it is the alpha of the scale material. Okay. Now here wooden rod given. Wooden, why they given the wooden rod? Because the wood we can ignore the expansion alpha, rod we can take as a 0. So in the numerator this part will be 0. Then L observed, what I can say, L observed is equal to what? L naught upon 1 plus alpha scale into delta theta. Okay. Now scale is made of steel. Steel alpha they given, but it is numerical value not required. So alpha steel means this is a scale is made of steel. Delta theta, it is calibrated at 27. Calibration temperature is 27 and I am measuring at 45. So means theta is 45, calibration is 27. So 45 minus 27 you will get positive. Okay. Are everybody getting or not? So 45 minus 27 you will get 18. Then here delta theta 18, alpha scale, it means L observed. What is the length you observe? They are saying the length observed is the 63. So we observe 63. Now actual length they are asking. Actual length is what? L naught. Are everybody getting or not? On that temperature, what is the actual length? L naught, because this part is what? 0. So actual length they are asking, what is the observed length? 63. And this quantity we are getting 1 plus alpha scale into delta theta. This will come more than 1. Why? Delta theta is positive. So this will come more than 1. If it is a more than 1, no need to calculate the value. More than 1 into 63. You will get more than 63 or not. Suppose here you are getting, I am using the below the calibration, and here you are getting 1 plus alpha s, delta theta you are getting negative. So this will come less than 1. Less than 1 into 63, then you will get less than 63. So suppose I am using the below the calibration, then I will get the actual length will be less than 63. But I am using the above the calibration, so here actual length will be more than 63. Getting or not? Okay. Now this discussion over. Go for dinner. Bye bye. Tejasvi, who said this? According to the Ampere circuital law, displacement and conduction current are equal, right? Who said this? Tejasvi, who said this? If the both are equal, then why we have introduced the concept of the displacement current, and then why we have used the modified Ampere law in the case of the Maxwell equation? So displacement current and conduction current are not always equal. In the case of capacitor, we are saying between the capacitor plate displacement current, we can say it is equal to the conduction current, but both are not the same. Reason of the conduction current is the rate of flow of charge, and displacement current is produced due to the varying electric field. So both are not same. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Confirm once, audio, video, everything is okay. Am I audible? Am I audible to you? Okay. How are you all? Fine, good. Studying properly? Okay. Analyze your paper in a proper way. What I'm observing, few of you are not analyzing paper properly. Just you are looking only few questions. You are going behind the answer for the related question. Instead of going for that, it is better to analyze any question in a proper way. If you're not able to solve any question in exam, or if you left some question, you have to read related topic from your notes. Okay, and if any doubt is coming, you have to ask with the teachers. Okay, chalo, let's go for the paper discussion without wasting time. First question: the number of lone pairs on xenon in XCF2, XCF4 and XCF6. So in case of XCF2, first molecule XCF2, xenon is the central atom. Valence shell electron count for xenon atom is 8. Fluorine is going to form single bond. So 2 fluorines, 2 single bonds are going to be formed. So it is having 3 lone pairs on xenon. Next molecule given XCF4. Now they can ask hybridization and geometry also. I'm not going to discuss that one. Okay, I'm just writing number of lone pairs for the xenon or central atom here. Next given XCF4. Same question, same discussion. Xenon, 8 electrons in the valence shell of xenon atom. Fluorine is going to form single bond. Total 4 fluorines are given. So it is having now 2 lone pairs on xenon. Third molecule is XCF6. Xenon is a central atom. 8 electrons in the valence shell of xenon atom. Fluorine is going to form single bond. Total 6 fluorine atoms are given. Means it is having 1 lone pair on central atom xenon. So first one is having 3, next is having 2, and third one is having 1 lone pair on xenon. It is very important to observe here. They are asking lone pair on xenon. Let's say instead of asking lone pair on xenon, they are asking total. For example, let's say asking total number of lone pairs for XCF2. Instead of asking for xenon, question is about the total lone pair count. Then we have to count lone pair of the surrounding atom also. For example, here, if they are asking total lone pair count, or they are not emphasizing about the central atom, then I'll count surrounding also. So fluorine atom is having 7 electrons in the valence shell. Out of 7, 1 is bonded here and 6 are not bonded. Means it is having 3 lone pairs for this fluorine, likewise 3 lone pairs for this fluorine also. So for this, for example, in first molecule XCF2, if question is number of lone pairs on central atom, 3. Number of lone pairs in this XCF2, then 3 plus 3 and plus 3. Okay, so in question you have read properly. And this is not a geometry here. It is only lone pair counting. Geometry we have to go for geometry we have to go for hybridization, and according to that we have to go for geometry. For example, in first case it is going to be sp3d. Geometry is going to be linear. Second case it is going to be square planar. And third case is going to be distorted octahedral or capped octahedral. Next question. Question number 53. Which of the following compound has the lowest boiling point? You can observe first molecule is alkane, second and third they are alkenes, and fourth one is alkane, means hydrocarbons. So you can directly go for the molecular weight here. This one is having minimum molecular weight and its surface area is also minimum. It is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons in the chain. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons in the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons in the chain. It is having only 4 carbons in the chain. 4 carbons in the chain means in this case surface area is least out of these 4 cases. That's why its boiling point is also less. Low surface area, low van der Waal, attraction force, and that's why boiling point is also low. Next question, consider the following reaction. Here it is given aniline, primary aromatic amine, NaNO2HCl. Na2HCl means this is going to be disonium chloride, pH N2 plus Cl minus. Then next is given phenol. So disonium chloride with phenol. So you're knowing pH N triple bond N. This is the structure of disonium ion. It is reacting with the phenol in alkaline mediums. We'll go for coupling reaction. Going for the coupling reaction here with phenol. This will attack on this nitrogen and this pi bond will break and we'll get para-hydroxy azobenzene or orange dye. So which option is there? Third one, you can check it. Is it clear? Chalo, next question. Question number 55. What is the IUPAC name of the following compound? Now, in this given compound, aldehyde is present, CHO group is present, and it is principal functional group in this example. Since it is PFG, I'll try to give lower number here. In this case, it is possible to give one number here. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So 3 position is having chlorine substituent. So 3 chloro. It is a propane, 1 aldehyde al. So propanol. Is it clear or not? Next question. Question number 59. Among the following second period elements, actual ionization enthalpy are in the order. Second period elements are lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and neon. Whenever you are writing ionization enthalpy for the second period or in a period, you have to write elements with their electronic configuration or configuration of the subshell from where you are going to remove electron. So for lithium, I will simply write 2s1. Here I will write 2s2. In this case, I will write 2p1, 2p2, 2p3, 2p4, 2p5, and this is 2p6. S2 is going to dominate over P1 and P3 is going to dominate over P4. S2, in this case beryllium, and P3, in this case nitrogen, dominate over next element, means S2 dominates over P1 configuration and P3 dominates over P4 configuration. Is it clear now? Now what is given here? Lithium, boron, beryllium, and carbon. So given elements are lithium, beryllium, boron, and carbon. So for these 4 cases, what trend is coming? Lithium, beryllium is more than boron, so boron and then beryllium and then carbon. Is it clear? So first option only. Is it clear? So this is the ionization enthalpy in a period. Next question. Sulfur containing amino acids from the following are sulfur containing. 2 amino acids are there which are sulfur containing, cysteine and methionine. So second one is cysteine and B is and D is methionine. These are sulfur containing. Very easy question. Question number 62. Williamson's synthesis of ether is an example of. In case of Williamson's ether synthesis, what exactly we are doing? In Williamson's ether synthesis, RO minus alkoxide ion is taken as reagent, reacting with the alkyl halide, which is a primary. So this RO minus, let's say this is R prime, attack on this R prime, NX is going to leave. And by this it is giving ROR, prime means ether. Is it clear? Ether. So what is happening in this case? RO minus attack on this R prime of the primary alkyl halide and X is going to leave. Means this is going to follow which mechanism? SN2 mechanism. Substitution nucleophilic bimolecular. So only one option available, nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay. Next one. Orthotoluic acid on reaction with the bromine Fe gives. What is given there? Orthotoluic acid. Means from name only we can think of the structure. Toluic acid, ortho means we have to attach COH group like this, it becomes orthotoluic acid. Now question is Br2Fe. Br2Fe will generate electrophile Br+. And now this Br+ electrophile can bind to the aromatic ring. Is it clear? Now we have to think about the effect. Now this COH is minus M group, so it is a deactivating, and CH3 is plus H and activating. So deactivating, activating both are present together. Then who will decide? Obviously activating will decide. CH3 is activating and ortho para directing. So for this CH3, this is ortho, and this one is a para. Ortho is not available for the reaction because COH is attached here. But this ortho and this para, this ortho not available, but this ortho and this para available. So one possibility I can bind bromine at para, another possibility I can bind bromine at this ortho. And out of para ortho, who is major here? Obviously para. Is it clear now? So let's check the options. So this bromine is bonded at para is major. And bromine bonded at ortho, any option is available here? No, there is no option. Wow. So no confusion. Chalo. Question number 64. The compound not formed in the positive test for nitrogen with a Lassaigne solution of an organic compound. Organic compound is present, is having nitrogen. So they are asking which compound not formed during the test. So this Fe4 FeCN6 thrice, Prussian blue, this is formed. Am I right or not? This is formed, you are knowing. So this is formed. What they are asking? The compound not formed. Not formed. NaFeCN6, Na3 means Fe plus 3 complex. No, we don't have Fe3 plus complex there. It is Fe2 plus complex. FeCN6. FeCN6. So 4 minus. So 4 sodium required here. Fe2 plus cyanide complex is forming, and Fe3 plus also forming by the oxidation of Fe2 plus in the presence of sulfuric acid. But we don't have Fe3 plus complex, this is not formed. FeCN3 definitely not formed, and this last one is also not formed. Is it clear now? So BCD not formed, A is from Prussian blue. Easy question. Next one. In metal carbonyls, okay, they're asking about the synergic bonding. You know, in case of metal carbonyls, if I assume 100% synergic bonding condition, they're knowing one lone pair donated by carbon to the metal, this is sigma bond, and then lone pair donated back, lone pair is donated back by metal to the carbon, this is pi bond. So if it is 100% condition of the synergic bonding, then we have one sigma bond and one pi bond between metal and carbon. Sigma bond, how it is formed? When ligands, carbon of the carbonyl CO ligand is donating lone pair to the metal, then forming sigma. Metal is donating to the carbon, making pi. Okay, na? That's why CO is pi acid also. So this is question based on synergic bonding. Simply you can go for this. So we have one sigma and one pi. It is based on the assumption that synergic bonding is 100%. Practically, synergic bonding is not going to be the 100%. But based on these options, we can say one sigma and one pi bond is present. Okay, this is clear. Next one, a compound formed on passing chlorine gas through propene. What is given here? Propene is given. Propene, CH3, CH double bond, CH2. What they are saying? Chlorine and temperature 400 degrees Celsius. Halogen at high temperature. Halogen, you are knowing, if X2 is given, halogen is given in the presence of light or heat. This is generating X radical, which is forcing molecules for free radical substitution reaction except benzene. Okay, benzene going for free radical addition reaction. So now here, Cl2 at high temperature, chlorine radical generated, it is going to promote free radical substitution reaction in the given molecule. And for free radical substitution reaction, we have to break CH bond to generate the most stable radical in the given compound. So in this compound, if I generate radical on this carbon, this will be stabilized by the resonance. While these two radicals, if I break these two, any of these two CH bond, I'll not get resonance stabilized radical here. So this CH3 can generate most stable radical. So firstly, this radical will form and then it will react with the Cl2 molecule. So finally I'll get here CH2, CH double bond, CH2, and here this radical is binding with the chlorine atom of the Cl2, and this compound will form, which is allylic alkyl halide or alpha chloroalkene also you can say. Is it clear now? So here what is the important concept? Whenever alkene is given, reacting with the H2 HNO or heat, bind halogen at the alpha carbon if alpha H is available. Bind halogen at alpha carbon of alkene if alpha H is available. This is carbon-carbon double bond, directly attached carbon alpha carbon, so it is alpha hydrogen there. Okay, so for free radical substitution reaction of alkene, bind halogen at the alpha position if alpha H is available. Question number 72. Which of the following alkyl halide give fastest SN1 reaction? SN1. SN1 means intermediate carbocation. SN1 means intermediate carbocation. So in first case, if I remove Br, I will get plus on this carbon. Here I will get plus on this carbon. Here I will get plus on this carbon after removing bromine. Okay. And here, yeah, this is chlorine here. I'll get plus on this carbon. Okay. So now observe. For first carbocation, we have 3 plus 1, 4 alpha H. Next case, I have 2 alpha H. Next case, I have 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2, 8 alpha H. And for this case, I have 1 alpha H. So you are knowing if no one is resonance stabilized. So if number of alpha H count, more stability of carbon more. Hyperconjugation stabilization is more and will promote more SN1 reaction. So this is having maximum SN1 reaction out of these 4. Question number 74. Consider the following molecules, and question is about what is the formal charge on carbon atom. So one thing is you can directly go for the formula. So formal charge formula is valence shell electron count minus non-bonded electron count minus half of the bonded electron count. This is one method. Formal charge is equal to valence shell electron count. Formal charge is equal to valence shell electron count of non-bonded atom, obviously before bonding, minus non-bonded electron minus half of the bonded electrons. You can go for this formula, or you can solve directly also. Sir, how to solve directly? Just by the structure of the molecule. Check the structure here. In this structure, this carbon atom, is it carrying any charge? No. So zero formal charge. Here also this carbon not carrying any charge. If I write resonance structure of this carbonate, I will write in this manner, and there is no charge on this carbon. So I will say formal charge of this carbon is 0. Okay, now if coordinate bond is given, you have to convert coordinate into covalent if you are going to decide formal charge. For example, if ozone molecule given, and if I want to find formal charge without formula, I will convert coordinate into covalent, and if I convert this coordinate into covalent, I will draw like this. Coordinate bond, I will replace by single bond. Plus on donor, minus on acceptor. So if I want to go for formal charge without formula, I will say formal charge of this oxygen 0, formal charge of this oxygen +1, and formal charge of this oxygen -1. I am writing here formal charge without formula. Formula is also important, memorize it directly. But without formula also you can go for the formal charge just by looking the structure of molecule. If coordinate bond given, then convert coordinate into covalent and then write the formal charge there. Is it clear or not? One more point. Read all the points given in NCERT related to the formal charge. It is very important topic. Generally, most of the students are not reading this one because they are not finding question based on this oftenly in the books. So it is ignored topic, but examiner may ask. So I will suggest you to read all the points related to the formal charge from your NCERT. Okay, all the points, each and every point you have to read. Next one. IUPAC name of the complex. This complex is given. First of all, we need to find the oxidation state of central atom. So chromium I am assuming X, chlorine -1, so 2 chlorine -2, H2O 0 charge, NO3 -1, this is equal to 0. So from here I will get X is equal to +3, means chromium is +3. Then second thing is I have to write cationic part first, so this is the cationic part. In this ligands will be written before central metal. This is chlorido, so C, aqua A. Alphabetically out of A and C, who is coming first? Obviously A is coming first. A, B, C, D, everyone is knowing here. A, B, C, D, am I right? Okay, good. So, how many water present? 4. I will say tetra aqua dichlorido. Tetra aqua dichlorido. Now this is the chromium is the part of coordination sphere who is cationic. So I will name it as a chromium. If it is a part of anionic, I will name it as a chromate. In this case, it is a part of cationic coordination sphere, so I will name it as a chromium. So tetra aqua dichlorido chromium. It is NO3 so nitrate, and chromium third, and then a nitrate. Is it clear? We have to write oxidation state in a Roman number for the central metal. Question number 80. The most suitable reagent among the following to distinguish compound 3, okay, 3, terminal alkyne from others, okay, obviously. So now check it. These compounds are given, this is internal alkyne, this is alkane, this is terminal alkyne, and this is terminal alkene. If Br2CCl4 given, Br2CCl4 given, who will react? Alkene and alkyne will react. One will react because they are not writing heating or light. If heat or light taken, then alkane is also going to react, and alkene will react also by free radical mechanism. Okay, if heating not given, alkene alkyne react by the electrophilic addition mechanism. So Br2CCl4, 1 will react, 2 will not react, 3 will react, and 4 will also react. Okay, Br2CH3COH given, same point. Alkaline KMnO4 given, alkene alkyne will react, same thing. Sodium liquid ammonia, so sodium liquid ammonia will react with alkyne first on and make it alkene. Second will not react. Third, terminal alkyne react through this hydrogen and evolve hydrogen gas. So if you are reacting third with the sodium, you will get hydrogen gas. While first will give alkene, second will not react, fourth will also not react. So if you are giving sodium liquid ammonia, third is releasing hydrogen gas, others are not releasing. One is reacting, making alkene, Birch reduction, transalkene, am I right? But this is not releasing hydrogen gas. Third is reacting and releasing hydrogen gas. Second and fourth not reacting. Got the point or not? So I can distinguish 3 from others by sodium liquid ammonia, because when third is reacting with the sodium liquid ammonia, releasing hydrogen gas, 1 is giving transalkene but not releasing hydrogen gas, 2 and 4 not reacting. Question number 81. Which of the following reaction yield benzene? Which of the following reaction yield benzene? So let's observe the Grignard's reagent pH MgBr. In this case, Mg is delta plus and pH is delta minus. So if H plus given, then pH minus and H plus they combine and become pH H means benzene. So let's observe in which case H plus is given. So in case of option number 1, it is CH3Br, so CH3 delta plus Br minus. H plus not given. H2O I can write like this, HOH, H delta plus OH delta minus. H delta plus given, you can go for the reaction with Grignard to make benzene in this case. PHMgBr plus CH3CH. See, this is terminal alkyne. This H is the acidic hydrogen. This will react. First love of Grignard's reagent, acidic hydrogen. Sonar text you're knowing. Okay. So 2 and 3 will give benzene structure when they're reacting with the Grignard reagent. Okay. But 2 and 3 reactions are giving benzene. Next, question number 82. Isomer which can be interconverted through the rotation around single bond. Conformational isomers, conformers, you're knowing. Free rotation but not completely free. Question number 83, 84, 85, 86. 87, 88. The structure of the following compound give tribromo derivative on treatment in the bromine water. Very good question. Tribromo derivative when treated with the bromine water. Observe the molecule number 1. Here OH is plus M ortho para directing. This is the ortho, this is ortho, this is para. So let's say I'm going for the bromination reaction here. I can bind more than one bromine, then this ortho is available to bind with the bromine, this para is available to bind with the bromine, but this ortho is not available. It is having CH3 group there, so it is not available for the reaction or for the electrophilic substitution reaction. So here I can bind maximum 2 bromines. This cannot give tribromo here. Next case, this OH is having this ortho free. For this OH, this is ortho, and this is para. This para is not available for the bromination reaction. This ortho and this ortho available. Here I can bind 2 bromines. I can get dibromo, but they are asking about the tribromo here. Next option, OH is given here. So for this OH means plus M means ortho para directing. Okay, and it is highly activating group also. Okay, so for this OH, this ortho is available, this ortho is available, this para is also available. See, OH is attached here. So for this OH, this is ortho, and this is para. Both ortho and this para is available for the electrophilic substitution reaction. So here I can bind 3 bromines like this. Means by this I can get a tribromo product. Okay. In fourth one, OH is not directly attached to the aromatic ring, so will not be going for mesomeric effect with the OH. Next, directly you are knowing this reaction, acid halide, hydrogen, palladium poisoned by barium sulfate. In this case, palladium catalyst is poisoned by barium sulfate, causing partial reduction of the acid halide and giving aldehyde Rosenmund reaction. But what is the meaning of analysis? I will explain here. I said now you have to analyze your paper in a proper way. What is the exact meaning of this thing? I will explain through this question. See this question. Here what is given? Clemenson's reduction. Think about Clemenson's reduction. If you're not knowing, check your notes, read the topic. Rosenmund reduction. If you're not knowing, read your notes. Birch reduction. If you're not knowing, read your notes. Means firstly think, I'm knowing or not. Write reaction. Try to write your own reaction related to the Birch reduction. If you're not knowing, check your notes. Read it properly, okay? Wolff-Kishner reduction. If you're knowing, well and good. Not knowing or you're feeling that I am forgetting the concept in a proper, just go through your notes. Instead of wasting your time, just look at your notes. This is the meaning of analysis of your paper. I'm not saying only for this case, I'm saying for all cases. Whenever you're going for any question, you have to analyze your paper in a proper way. I said in the beginning only. Okay, don't take these papers lightly. What I'm observing, many of you are doing, but few are careless. They are thinking, acha, theek hai, okay, paper done. This question I'm not getting. Sir told me the answer. Okay, now story over. No, story not over. The story start after that. Ki sir told answer. Okay, that's good. But now I have to analyze it. What mistake I did? What was the problem there? I was not knowing this concept, or I forgot this concept. I need to check my notes. This is the meaning of proper analysis, na? Why we are giving this many papers? For your improvement. And when improvement will come? Improvement will come if you are analyzing your paper after the exam. Not like, acha, this paper over, now think about the next paper. Paper is not over till each and every question is not properly analyzed through the notes by yourself, and then you can discuss with your teacher also. Okay, chalo. I think one more question left. Let's see. In acylation reaction of amines, good question. In acylation reaction of amines, equilibrium shift to the right hand side in the presence of pyridine. Let's say I'm doing acylation reaction of amine. For example, let's say I have amine R or PHNH2. I am reacting it with the acid halide RCOCl. What will happen here? I will directly go for the trick. I will not explain the actual mechanism here. Nitrogen is going to act as nucleophile here. This amine will act as nucleophile through the nitrogen terminal. Attack on this carbon, Cl will leave. You're knowing direct removal is not the actual mechanism, it is only a trick. So this Cl will come out as Cl minus, will take H plus from here. So this will come out as HCl. So what will form? Assume this is R prime. So what I will get here? R prime C double bond O. This NH bind with this carbon. So why NH? This Cl minus coming out will take H plus from here, na? Will come out as HCl. So I will get here NH PH R prime plus HCl plus HCl. Now assume base like pyridine is taken here. This is the base. This will immediately neutralize this HCl. Acid-base reaction will happen. And by acid-base reaction, this HCl is immediately neutralized. And if this HCl is immediately neutralized, reaction will move easily in the forward direction. Okay, so here I can take base like pyridine because it will neutralize acid HCl to force reaction move easily in the forward direction. Okay, so now they are saying in acylation reaction of amines, equilibrium shift to the right hand side in the presence of pyridine. Correct? Now why we are taking pyridine? Because it is neutralizing HCl. And if I consider NCERT statement, what exactly they are saying? We have to select base like pyridine which is stronger than amine. So if I consider NCERT statement, read the reason here. In the presence of base stronger than amine, HCl removed and reaction shifted towards the right hand side. Okay, so reason is also correct and it is the correct explanation for the A. Okay, so this is done. Don't forget all the points what I said. Now Pansar will continue for the remaining. I'll say one more thing. For example, meanwhile, Pansar is not coming. I'll keep on discussing something here. Let's say 77. 77. You can observe few compounds are given here and other side the formula given. You have to match it. Like gypsum, ipsum, galena, copper pyrite is given. Okay. You solve this question. Okay. After solving this question, few will get correct answer, few are going to do mistake and few will left. Those who got correct answer, for them what is my suggestion? In each group of P block, in the beginning they are writing few sources. So it is based on the oxygen family. You can think about the nitrogen family. Check your NCERT. In nitrogen family, what they are writing about the source of nitrogen, about the source of phosphorus, apatite formula, nitrogen 78% by volume. All these points are written there. Saltpeter, chili saltpeter, Indian saltpeter, like that. Think about that one. Okay, not only this, like nitrogen family, this is question for the oxygen family, you are knowing. In oxygen family, in the beginning, first paragraph, they are writing sources for the related elements. Now think about the nitrogen family sources. Read your NCERT. Think about the halogen family sources. Read your NCERT if you are not knowing or if you are feeling I forgot. Think about the group 18 also. Check your class 11th NCERT, boron family and carbon family also. Then your analysis for this part will be over. If you are forgetting these concepts, revise it properly, write in one page or somewhere, practice it. So next time will not do mistake. This is the meaning of analysis. Not only Gacha, I got answer for this, sir said this is gypsum, that is one is gypsum, story over. No. The story will start after that discussion. Okay. Likewise, let's say this formal charge question I said. You got answer for this. But this is not the purpose of giving question here. Question came from formal charge. So you have to think I am knowing each and every concept of formal charge or not. If not knowing, I will read all the points. All the points given in NCERT or my notes. Then I will revisit this question as well as I will see the question given in NCERT also. Then this question is properly analyzed. Not only I got answer for this question. Similarly, I can go for many questions. For example, this question given. Vapor pressure calculation. Now, after solving this question, you have, if your question is correct, story is not over yet. think what other questions they can ask. Is it possible they can ask about the positive deviation? Am I knowing it? If knowing, good. They can ask about the negative deviation also? Then good. Okay, na? If not knowing, read your notes. What examples given for the positive deviation? What example given for the negative deviation? What are the examples given for the ideal solution? Okay or not? So this is the meaning of proper analysis. For example, you calculated, some answer came. Now think what kind of options they can ask. Like here answer, let's say 94.3 given. They can say slightly more than 94.3. They can give slightly less than 94.3. I will analyze it. If it is coming under the positive deviation, what I have to answer? I'll calculate XA PA naught plus XB PB naught. But what kind of questions they can ask for that particular question? This is the meaning of proper analysis. So this point I'm trying to say you. Don't take any question lightly. Okay? Now once sir came, he will continue.
गुड इवनिंग भाई. ठीक है. No problem. You can put on WhatsApp. You can put here, but video it will come na. So no problem. Leave it. हाँ जी भाई. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. So how was the paper? I think very easy paper came for you people. This much easy paper you are not habitual of doing, I think. Yeah, so how was the paper, bhai? Easy, moderate, tough, or normal, just like the last paper. Online people, keyboards are there. Now you will not use for stupid things. So you are using the keyboard every time. How was the paper? Offline people cannot answer, but online can answer, na? Moderate, easy, moderate, badhiya. So let's start. I think question number 45 onwards, this time chemistry was there. Yeah. So 47 number question, element X has following isotopic compositions. So they are asking average molar mass. So we know the average molar mass formula is M1 N1 plus M2 N2 M3 N3 by N1 plus N2 plus N3. So it is 200, 90%. Abhi 200 mass is for 90% people. So the average will be very close to 200. So when you see the options very close to 200 is nothing. Only 200 is there. Plus 199 into 8 plus 202 into 2 by total 100. So 199 is little less than 200. 202 is little more than 200. So you think like this, 199, 200 and 202, the average will be between 199 to 202. And 90% of the particles are 200. So the average will be close to 200 and between these two. Hello? So the answer will be close to 200 only here. Options are very far away. So if the options are close, then what to do? Then pray to the God whom you pray every day. And then do calculations. If the solubility product of zirconium phosphate is denoted by KSP, this is NCERT theory. So zirconium phosphate KSP, direct formula is there, 3 power 3, 4 power 4, S power 4 plus 3. So S power 7 is the, like S power 7, that means S is KSP power 1 by 7. So 1 by 7 is coming in option number 2 and 4, two of them. Now only thing is 3 power 3. and 4, 4, 16, 64, 64 into 4. So obviously it is going to be more than 216. So 6192 total is coming. Sorry, 6912 total is coming. Clear, bhaiya? Banu, Ashma, Banu. Now I think question video came. Now the video came. In the middle, I know little bit network problem came for a millisecond, microsecond. But after that, I think the video came normally. Give me a quick yes if the video is coming. Bas, badhiya. Let's move on. A catalyst decreases the activation energy from 100 kilojoule per mole to 80 kilojoule per mole. At what temperature the rate of reaction in the absence of catalyst? So 100 kilojoule per mole is there without catalyst, and 80 kilojoule per mole is there with catalyst. And at what temperature the rate of reaction in the absence of catalyst at 500 Kelvin, absence of catalyst 500 Kelvin, will be equal to the rate of reaction in the presence of catalyst. This temperature they are asking you. Rate of reaction equal means K1 equal to K2. Now K we know is A e to the power minus EA by RT. Arrhenius equation. So A e power minus EA by RT1. EA1 RT1. A e to the power minus EA2 by RT2. A cancel. Take natural log both side. So when you take natural log both side, you will get minus EA by RT1 equal to, again I think a network problem came, again back, yup, back to normal. Chaliye. So again natural log you will take, you will get EA1 by RT1, EA2 by RT2, khatak cancel. So EA1 by T1 is EA2 by T2. So this ratio came after all the drama. And if this ratio came, put the value, answer will come EA1 100, T1 500 Kelvin, EA2 80, T2 we don't know. So 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel, so T2 will be 400 Kelvin. So main point is this question looks dangerous. In fact, the solution will also look dangerous at the first glance. But once you will try to solve it by yourself, keeping the Arrhenius equation, cancel AA, e power minus EA by RT is coming equal for both of them. So that means EA1 by T1, EA2 by T2 should be equal. Clear, bhai? EA1 given, T1 given, EA2 given, T2 asking. This is question number 49. Next. How many of the following statements are correct? SIU exists only at high temperature. Correct. P block question directly. The only well characterized bismuth 5 compound is BiF5. Perfectly correct. Group 14 stability of +2 is increasing from top to bottom. Inert pair effect. Yes. For lead +2 is more stable than +4. Among the nitrogen trihalide, only NF3 is known to be stable. Clear, bhai? Only trihalide is stable of nitrogen family. Nitrogen is NF3 because of with the size of chlorine, bromine, iodine. NCl3, NBr3, Ni3 are not stable. I2O5 can be used in the quantitative estimation of oxygen and carbon monoxide. Now I2O5 used for CO estimation is in P block. And it is used under the heading of oxygen estimation in the purification technique GOC part. Some basic principles and techniques of organic chemistry. In that topic, after all Geldal, Duma, all that drama of quantitative estimation, at the last, oxygen estimation is there. There obviously sir would have taught you about I2O5. Hello. Estimation of CO is done, and using that the estimation of oxygen is done. So it is totally correct to say about oxygen also. So yes, everything is correct. AS2S3 sol is prepared by double decomposition reaction of this thing is there in the preparation of sol. So when AS2O3 and H2S will react, it forms AS2S3, this thing, plus Manchinelu. This is how you get the arsenic sulfide sol. Sir, why did you circle water also? Water also is there, bhai. That is a part of solvent. This is how you get. This is a chemical preparation method of arsenic sulfide sol. For more details, refer to www.refertoyournotes.com. That's a very good website. Offline people can refer more. This is the only website where the offline people have more advantage, bhai. Because online people, they don't make the notes properly generally. They ask only QR, QR. And for offline people, they have this website more. क्या बात है ससेरा मुरली, correct, बिल्कुल correct. It is a negative sol. Sulfide sols are negative. Now FeO4 2 minus to Fe2 plus. This SRP value is given as 2 volt. Now this is plus 6 to plus 2. Plus 3. Plus 6 to plus 3. How many electron transfer are happening? 3. So delta G1 will be minus NFE. So minus N F into E. E is given as 2 volt. So minus 6F. Then Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus they have given you. How many electron transfer are there? 1 electron. 3 to 2. So delta G2 will be minus N F E. E how much? 0.8. So minus 0.8 F. Now they are asking you FeO4 2 minus to Fe2 plus. That means they are asking you from here up to here. That means they are asking you FeO4 2 minus to Fe2 plus. Now think about it, how to get this. This I will get from here. This I will get from here. So I don't have to change anything now. I can simply add them. If I add them, khatak cancel. This bhaisa will come here, this bhaisa will come here. So delta G3 is going to be the sum of delta G1 plus delta G2. Before going ahead, a small gap. Why are we not doing directly with E? Because E is intensive property, cannot be added, subtracted directly. So directly this data cannot be added, subtracted by. We are doing this by using delta G, which is extensive property, which can be added and subtracted directly. So here delta G3, how many electron transfer? Plus 6. Don't be a fool, sir. Minus 2 to plus 2, change of 4, coming 4 by mistake. But plus 6 is the oxidation state. 6 to 2, 4 electron transfer. So you will say minus 4 Fe for this reaction delta G3 is equal to this bhaisa plus this bhaisa. So minus 6F minus 0.8F. So minus 6.8F. F cancel. So E will be 6.8 by 4, that is 1.7. So 1.7 volt is the answer. Check bhai. Problem samasya pida. Next. I think directly 56 is there. The energies of E1 and E2 of two radiations are 25 electron volt and 50 electron volt. So we know that E equal to SC by lambda. So E1 by E2, lambda 1 by lambda 2. E1 is 25, E2 is 50. Khatak. So 1 second. Lambda 2 by lambda 1. Na? So lambda 1 will be 2 times of lambda 2. Inverse proportional. Clear bhai? 56 any problem? 57 easy question, but because it is integer type question, not a simple statement true and false, this can become difficult. And also one more reason of difficulty is that people say internal energy, and you will think about change in the internal energy. That can be a problem. You might think about delta U in place of U. Done bhaiya? Now, that's the only mistake people can do while reading the statement number 1, and I think remaining, if you have attended the classes seriously, will not be a problem. So number 1, internal energy of water remains constant during the conversion of liquid into vapor. So bhai, liquid water, Manchi Nilu is there, liquid water is there, it is becoming vapor. How can the internal energy be same? U. How can the energy of liquid and vapor be same? Clear, right? Vapors of at the same temperature also, vapor will have more energy, and that extra energy is called latent heat, hidden energy. So when liquid is converted into vapor, even at the same temperature, 100 degrees Celsius steam, remember this, write it somewhere, 100 degrees Celsius steam has more energy than 100 degrees Celsius water. The burn, if by mistake your hand is dipped in 100 degrees Celsius liquid water, it will obviously burn. But with the steam, the burn will be even more severe. Even though same temperature is there, energy is more, and that extra energy is called latent heat. Latent means hidden heat. Clear hai bhai? So obviously the internal energy of water will be more in the vapor state, even though the temperature is same in the liquid and vapor state. Same goes with solid and liquid as well. Liquid will have the more internal energy as compared to solid, even though the temperature would be same. During fusion of ice into water, enthalpy change and internal energy change are all. This is the thing. Delta H and delta U, they are constant. They will not change. But U, that's the whole drama. Here internal energy was there. So U, energy will change. But delta H and delta U, during a phase transition, we assume it is almost constant. Not assume, it's actually almost constant. Clear, bhai? And because it is almost constant, that's why you are finding also, na, ki, for example, minus 10 degrees Celsius ice to 10 degrees Celsius water. How do you find the heat transfer? Khatak, how you find the heat transfer and all? By taking the delta H value which is given in the question. And that same delta H value you are taking without changing them with the temperature. Delta H can change with the temperature. That is also true. That is called Kirchhoff's law. Delta H and delta U both can change with the temperature. But for that, the temperature change must be significant. But here the temperature is also constant. That constant temperature, at constant temperature, delta H and delta U will not change. In case you get delta H2 is delta H1 plus delta Cp delta T. This is called Kirchhoff's law. Ki delta H at some higher temperature is equals to delta H some lower temperature is equals to delta Cp delta T. On these questions have not come in your papers by this time. But if you check your main track notes, you will find this formula there. Clear, bhai? Same for delta U. Delta U2 is delta U1 plus delta Cv delta T. And using this formula, only one formula would have been told to you in the periodic table regarding electron affinity and electron gain enthalpy relation. The electron gain enthalpy at temperature T2 is electron gain enthalpy at temperature T1 plus delta Cp delta T. All those things if you know. This is not something that I am expecting this year medicos to know. That means those who will become the medico this year, most of them will not know it. This only the top cream of the preparation people who are going to get a top 1000, 2000 AIR or top 10,000 up to I can say AIR, All India rank, who will get the top national colleges or best to best state colleges. First or second state colleges. Only those people will be at a level who can remember these things in detail. Clear, bhai? So in case you are not one of them, chill, leave this question, move on. In case you are in the range of more than 620, 630, then you are in a category where you can level up little bit by revising this thing also right now by listening it. Clear, bhai? So delta H can change with temperature, delta U can change with temperature. Yes, that is called Kirchhoff's law, not given in the NCERT, but this formula has been used in the NCERT, in thermodynamics also, periodic table also, to explain the exact same thing. That is a relation of electron gain enthalpy, electron affinity. Clear, bhai sahab? At 0 Kelvin, we say electron gain enthalpy is minus times of electron affinity. All that came from a formula. That formula is in the green color box in thermodynamics chapter and below the margin in the periodic table chapter. Clear, bhaiya? So that formula is there in the syllabus, but chances of question coming in the examination is fairly less. So that's why don't worry about the formula. Concept you should understand ki delta H and delta U is constant at constant temperature, but U and H will not be constant, bhai sahab, because some extra heat, latent heat will be there. So at 100 degrees Celsius vapor, more energy than 100 degrees Celsius liquid. Now, during an adiabatic reversible expansion of an ideal gas, temperature of the system increases. Several times we have asked this in our papers. So whenever we are doing expansion, gas is expanding. So gas has to expand by doing work. So when the gas will do the work, its energy will be released. Energy released, it will become cool, not hot. So the temperature of the system increases? No, bhai, decreases. Expansion, adiabatic expansion. Expansion. Clear, bhai? In compression, adiabatic compression, temperature will increase. Clear, bhai? If in case you are a 620, 630 plus scorer in this paper and you are not able to recall it, you need to read the notes, bhai. Clear? I'm not writing the formula first law of thermodynamics and explaining this because these things are not that much asked in our paper by this time, but this was asked. And not one time, two time, 10, 20 times are asked. So if you don't remember it by this time, that means you need to revise the notes properly. During adiabatic expansion of ideal gas, the work done is equal to, this is important for everyone, bhai. For adiabatic expansion or whatever, adiabatic means Q equal to 0. So work done will be equal to delta U. Absolute value of enthalpy cannot be determined. Yes, for enthalpy, internal energy, Gibbs energy, their absolute values cannot be determined. Only entropy, absolute value can be determined because of third law of thermodynamics. Moving on. X equilibrium Y, K1 given, Y equilibrium Z, K2 given, Z equilibrium W, K3 given. They are asking X to W. So it's also a simple question of target equation method. X will come from first equation. As it is, I will take. W comes from third equation. As it is, I will take. But when I take X equilibrium Y and Z equilibrium W, I wanted only X and W. This Z and Y came extra. So this Y and Z, if I add here Y and Z, then Y, Z will cancel. So I can get X equilibrium W by adding all three of them. So adding all three means equilibrium constant will be multiplied, K1, K2, K3. So 1 into 2 into 4 equal to 8. Done, bhai? Hello? 4 option would also have been there. Previously when we gave the question, one of the option was 4. So that those who simply add first and third, they will get the answer 4 and they will enjoy. But just to make sure, because some 1-2 good questions also given in this paper, to balance the paper, we remove that option, but be mentally prepared. You also have to delete Y and Z while you are getting the target equation. Don't forget to remove the extra things. Now, sir was saying 60 question was not discussed. 71st electron of the element X with atomic number 71 enters in which orbital? So, bhaiya dekhiye, 71, this number is extremely important. Why? Because 57 to 71 and 89 to 103 are lanthanoids and actinoids, bhai. So when they are lanthanoid and actinoid, remember, then for 71, it is lutetium. You should be knowing it. It is lutetium. Because if you are doing normally by 1s2, 2s2, 2b6, 3s2, drama will happen. But if you remember it is lutetium, then you will also remember what I taught you. I taught you Shri Prabhas and Pamsam U. God, tuberculosis Daiho, engineer Tim. Why blue? So there you will remember that europium was F7S2, but gadolinium was F7D1S2. Then I said YB will be F14S2, fully filled. And fully filled tarvata, lutetium will be F14D1S2. So here the last electron is going into this D. So for 4F series, 5D, the last electron will be going. Done, bhai? It's not a normal configuration question. You cannot do it by, that's why sir have not discussed it, because this is not proper periodic table question. This is a proper good tough question, because firstly you have to remember that these numbers 71 is there. Similarly, europium, people don't remember atomic numbers here. They remember this, that this is 57 to 71, but which is 57, which is 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, they don't remember that. And when the atomic number will come in the examination and you don't remember it is europium, then either you will write the whole configuration where you might be lucky you will get the correct answer. Lucky, because too much configurations will be there. And you can be unlucky in the case of like gadolinium. So my suggestion would be remember the atomic numbers of gadolinium, lutetium, yttrium, YB, names. Sometimes people remember YB, sir, YB, I remember, sir, YB. YB, YT, yttrium. It has two symbols, old symbol, new symbol. But anyway, according to NCERT, if you go YB, so YB remember, LU remember lutetium, europium remember, gadolinium remember, name and configurations. Also in the case of 5F series, I have made you remember, try to remember PAN. They were also D1, but they remember their atomic numbers also. And this is again for those people who are getting at least above 620, 630 marks right now in these papers. Sulfur containing amino acids are CN, Saurabh, Chief Minister Saurabh. Cysteine, methionine, CM. Next. An ion with mass number 37 possesses 1 unit negative charge. So number 1, it is having 1 unit negative charge. So that is there in all the 4 options. If the ion contain 11.1% more neutron than electron, find its symbol. So the number of neutron is 11.1% more than electron. That means electron plus 11.1% of electron extra. So the total number of neutrons will be 1.11 times the number of electrons. Clear, bhai? That's what they are saying. Number of neutrons are 11.1% more than the number of electrons. More means electron plus 11.1% of electron. Now, number of neutrons, how to get? So we know neutron plus proton is mass number, which is given as 37. So number of neutrons will be 37 minus P is equals to 1.11 into number of electrons will be Z minus charge. Now Z, number of proton, charge minus 1, so P plus 1, Z minus charge, Z minus minus 1. So here it will get P plus 1. So 1.11 P plus 1.11 is 37 minus P. It will come this side. So 35.9 is equals to 2.11 P. So P will be 35.89 by 2.11. So it will go roughly 17, which is chlorine. So chloride is the answer. This is the orthodox way of solving the question. If a question comes like this and the answer is not clear by the options, in that case, method you should know, mathematics we should know. But this question was something that smartness can give us the answer because mass number was 37. Mass number 37. Understand? Chlorine 35.5. He has isotopes like 35 is there, 37 is there. Isotopes are there. Bromine, fluorine. Fluorine will be very less. Bromine and iodine will be 80 and 127, which is very high mass numbers. Chlorine mass number is the only mass number which can be close to 37. 35.5 is average. 35 and 37, there are at least 2 isotopes. There are more isotopes, but 2 are famous one, 35 and 37. So clearly the answer is Cl minus. You will be duffer if you are doing this in the examination. This I am doing in the paper discussion because I know mathematically to highly perfectly challenged people you are. You should get a reservation based upon mathematical disability as well. But I don't know why in the new education policy they are not giving reservations to you people here. If physically challenged people are getting reservation, who are still able to become a very good doctors, why the mentally challenged people are not getting? You deserve it. And by mistake, if you get into a decent position after 10, 15, 20 years, somehow will push you in the medical college, don't worry. But after that, little bit luck, nicely talk to people, get into good position, then change, reforms you have to bring. New education policy. Newer. In that, make sure that the people with mental and mathematical disability should also get the reservations by. So that they should also get into AIIMS Delhi at least. Everyone should suffer. Why should only be, getting by? Understood? Whole country should know. All these AIIMS Delhi professors, they are thinking they are great professors. They are selecting the student and teaching. Here the student are selecting us and then we have to teach. Are you getting? Anyway, so point is, understand the mathematical formulas, how to make number 1. It might be useful in some question, but this was not the question where this thing was required. This can be done by simple sense, that is called common sense. 66. Vapor pressure of pure chloroform and CH2Cl2 they have given us. So P naught A is 200, P naught B is 41.5. Weight of chloroform and CH2Cl2 they have given 11.9 and 17 gram. And the vapor pressure solution. Here the molar mass they have given you, so not a problem. So moles of chloroform will be 11.9 by 119.5. So roughly 0.1. and moles of CH2Cl2 dichloroethane is 17 by 85 given mass by molar mass, so 0.2. So the mole fraction of A will be 1 by 3, 0.1 by total, and mole fraction of B will be 2 by 3. Applying Raoult's law, they are asking the total pressure. Vapor pressure of solution means total pressure. So Raoult law, Dalton law mixture, PA naught XA plus PB naught XB I am applying. So PA naught 200, XA 1 by 3, PB naught 41.5, XB 2 by 3. So 1 by 3 taken common, 200 plus 83. So 283 by 3. So 3, 9, 9 3 is 27, 3 4 is 12, 94.3 is the answer. Direct question of Raoult's law. Question number 67. Resistance of this much molar, 1500 ohms, conductivity this much. So kappa is equals to CL by A. So kappa is 0.146 10 power minus 3 is equals to 1 by R into L by A. L by A they are asking. Remember something about mega. Mega. Remember the same question was there. So 0.219 centimeter inverse, 0.22 approximately. NO3 minus PO4 3 minus. This thing is there in the nitrogen family. You will find as the size of the central atom increase, their coordination number increases. So here different coordination numbers are there, 3 and 4. Oxidation states are same, +5, +5. Done by. Colloidal particle size is 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. Convert into meter. This will be the option. Then a solution of phenol and aniline will show negative deviation from Raoult's law. Yes, phenol and aniline we have discussed. It shows negative deviations. And I think you remember who will show positive and negative deviation. A quick revision. So positive deviation, alcohol plus anything. Negative deviation, acid plus waters. Then negative deviation, phenol plus aniline. Negative deviation, positive deviation, both comes with acetone. Acetone, acetone. So by acetone with chloroform will show, chloroform and acetone will show negative deviation, CHCl3, chloroform. And acetone plus CH2 will show positive deviation. People showing positive deviation will show which type of azeotrope? Positive deviation, so minimum boiling azeotrope, and negative deviation, maximum boiling azeotrope. Example, 68% HNO3 in water, maximum boiling azeotrope, and 95% volume by volume ethanol is minimum boiling azeotrope. So yeah, assertion true, revision done. In case of negative deviation, Raoult's law, AB forces are stronger than AA and BB forces, correct? And because the AB forces, that is phenol aniline force, is stronger than AA and BB force, the explanation is also correct. So it's a borderline option 1. Some of you might get confused, sir, 1 or 2, what should we say? Yeah, that's the beauty of assertion reasoning question. Borderline 1 and 2 is coming. It is almost able to explain. Because what you will say, perfect explanation. Ki there is hydrogen bonding between phenol and aniline, we can say, which is better than phenol, phenol, aniline, aniline. Ab you are just naming the interaction. Ki AB interaction is a better hydrogen bond. They are just not saying what is the interaction. They are just saying that our interaction will be stronger of phenol and aniline as compared to phenol, phenol, aniline, aniline. Which is also correct, just not very precise. So we cannot say it is not the correct explanation. Clear, bhai? So option 1, that's why is the best answer. JEE Main, this question came this year. Electrolysis of brine. Up surprisingly, this question was done maximum wrong done in chemistry. Is this question? I don't know what mentally challenged. I know, sorry. Make sure we have to change the new education policy once you reach to a decent level. Huh? Before I retire, I want to see that change. Anyway, so electrolysis of brine, simple funda bhai. Anode, cathode, anion, Manchinilu, cation, Manchinilu. Here Cl minus will win, so Cl minus become chlorine. What will happen to the pH? Nothing will happen here. Here Na plus versus water, Sal versus water, water wins. So when water will be reduced, so water will become what? What will water become? So bhaiya, when water get reduced, so water has to become hydrogen reduction because plus 1 is there. In the case of anode, you will get O2 plus H plus 4 electron. Here 2H2O will take 2 electrons. Will become H2 plus 2 OH minus. So basic medium coming. Basic medium means what will happen to the pH? pH will increase. Say bhai. I don't know why was this the most wrong question, but something is wrong. Anyway, gypsum. Gypsum is CaSO4.2H2O. So A came third, A third, B first, C second. This all three are same. So directly D we can check. Copper pyrite CuFeS2. Read occurrence. Otherwise, now no need to read that much occurrence because all the questions, most of the questions are covered here. But still, if you want to get marks in these kind of unusual salt, from where it came from occurrence of P block. Clear, bhaiya? Galena, PBS, Ipsom salt is MgSO4.7H2O. Directly names are there. Clear, bhai? CuFeS2, copper pyrite. Moving on, this one. Question number 78 is a very silly, simple question. If anyone have no knowledge also and just one brain cell is also there, they will get the answer correct. Which of the following precaution ensures accuracy in volume measurement? Volume measurement will be done by a measuring cylinder. To use the same measuring cylinder, measurement will be there properly. Now, if you are having very dumb IQ, which obviously you have, I have no doubt in that, and you should also not be doubting. So you might feel, ki, oh, simple question, done. Oh, donkey auntie. This question has been given so that once in your life you see the precautions also. Today, after this paper discussion, you will open practical part and read precautions which you have not read before. Clear hai bhai? Hello. The reason of this question is that you get the marks also, those who have the brain, plus you get this idea that precautions also they can ask the question. Clear? And all of these are the precautions of the same test. Done bhai? So make sure you read the precautions also. Hello. Sir, which test precautions we have to read? Once thermochemical measurement precautions you can see. Precautions of this you want to see, iodide and H2O2. It is on the board here. No need to worry about it. Clock reaction you can see once. What is the clock reaction? Of that clock reaction we have asked in the last paper, which was also a very common error because tetrathionate name, thiosulfate name you were not knowing. Clear, bhai? But make sure precautions you have to see one. That's the objective of this. The objective is not that, acha sir, volume cylinder. Don't do PhD in this, sir. Volume cylinder. Cleaning why required? Why cleaning required? Cleaning required. We can understand also why, because little bit liquid will be left in that, and then you put more liquid, it will appear as a larger volume, but the volume will be actually less what you have added. But why the hell? Arey auntie, mug up and move on na. No move. Understand? Mug up, move on. But open the practical once after the paper discussion. Today's day should only be dedicated to the paper analysis properly. Every single question should be done again. Read the things which you are asking you to read, bhai. And one after the other, your whole topic will be very well prepared. Chaliye, moving on. Enthalpy atomization of methane is given 1600 kilojoule. So yeah, methane is there. Atomization means everyone will become atom like this. So in this enthalpy atomization, how many bonds we have broken? 4 bonds we have broken of CH. So 1600 kilojoule is 4 times the bond enthalpy of CH. So bond enthalpy of CH will be 400. 1600 by 4. Simple lallu lollipop question. 84 Le Chatelier. Fe3 plus SCN minus FeSCN 2 plus. In this question, H2C2 for oxalic acid you will add, react with Fe3 plus. Complex formation. Fe3 plus concentration decreases. Equilibrium will shift backward. Because this will decrease, equilibrium shift backward. Blood red color decreases. Correct. Hg2 plus you will add, SCN minus is a ligand, Hg2 plus is a central atom which is better than Fe3 plus, 5D more than 4D more than 3D in making the complex. 5D is much better, much stable complex than 4D, which is more stable complex than 3D in general. So Hg2 plus will make a better complex with SCN minus, so SCN minus will do glue glue with Hg2 plus. So here SCN minus gone. Equilibrium will shift backward to make more SCN minus because of Lee-Chatelier uncle. And blood red coloration will decrease. So red color not affected, bakwas, garbage. SCN added, equilibrium shift forward. Directly adding SCN minus, equilibrium shift forward. Red color increase. And Fe3 plus added. Same. Fe3 plus FeCl3 added, equilibrium shift forward. Red color increase. 85 number question, very important. This model. Now they are giving us A0, B0, C0. So this question I am going to solve. Firstly, by using little bit of brain. Because I think method you might be knowing, rate equal to K, A power 1, A power X, B power Y, C power Z, take the ratios, get the answer. But before that, one thing can you see? Here, A0 is same in the first and second experiment. B0 is same, 0.005. But C0 changed. But rate did not change. That means rate is independent of C. C power 0. Why? C only changed. A and B not changed, C changed, but rate did not change. So C 0 order. Now, this thing is useless for me. Remaining question becomes even more easier. Now you can see, I can take the ratio of second and third. So second will be 5 10 power minus 3. Third will be 1 10 power minus 2. That is 10 10 power minus 3 I can say equal to 0.1 cancel. So A cancel. B is 0.005 upon 0.010 power Y and C power 0. So C does not matter. Khatam, khalas. Clear hai bhai? So 1 by 2 power Y is 1 by 2. So Y equal to 1. So 0 and 1 came, answer came. A also you can find like this, practice once. In Mega also same question in the paper discussion I have discussed. Clear hai bhai? Once try this, simple question is there for A, but answer came with 0 and 1 only answer came. Next. Although zirconium belongs to 4D transition series, hafnium 5D, even though they show physical and chemical property almost similar. Why? Because they are, all the inner transition elements, their properties are very close to each other because whosoever have similar size, their general properties will be nearly same. Clear bhaiya? Next, a white sublimable solid when boiled with NaOH gives a colorless gas that turns Nessler's reagent brown. So Nessler's reagent K2HgI4 I will take in the basic medium with ammonia, so I will get brown color PPT, which is basic. Remember name, basic mercuric oxide, mercury amido iodine. Sir, what did you say? Can you repeat? Chalo, theek hai. For once, generally my answer will be nah, but today I will say okay one time, but only one time. Basic mercuric oxide, mercuric amido iodine. अब देखो, I repeated by mistake here, internet connection went loose, some hiccups happened. That means God want you to read yourself, auntie Gadhi. Now also will not read kya? I am not saying, God is saying. Clear hai bhaiya? So please listen to what he is saying here. Plus, देखो 7Ki plus Manchinilu. Sir, 7Ki? हाँ. This also we have to remember. देखो, balancing you to cannot do by yourself properly. If you remember, okay, listen once in the class, in the paper discussion, you remember, okay, not remember, at least remember byproduct is Ki. Clear bhaiya? Yeah, so anyway, ammonia was the gas. So the salt will be ammonium salt, option number 1, 3 and 4, one of them. The solid on being heated with solid K2Cr2O7 concentrated H2SO4. K2Cr2O7 concentrated H2SO4 in our whole salt analysis comes only in the chromyl chloride test. Red brown vapor, chromyl chloride vapors are also red brown. Bromine vapors are also reddish brown. But chromyl chloride is also reddish brown. And both can be both Br minus and Cl minus. They both can react with K2Cr2O7. Cl minus forms CrO2Cl2, chromyl chloride, reddish brown vapor. and Br minus become bromine, which is also reddish brown vapor in the vapor form. So it can be confusing. Done by. That's why the further test of chromyl chloride is that we add that in NaOH, CrO2, Cl2 is acidic. We add in NaOH, becomes Na2CrO4. Remember something like that? If you don't remember, once you can recall, revise that in the after the paper discussion. But anyway, right now there is no confusion at all. Chromyl chloride test is there, ammonium chloride is the answer. Generally, when K2Cr2O7 and H2SO4 will come now, mostly it is chromyl chloride, because bromine, which I am telling you right now, conceptually totally correct, but not in NCERT. NCERT does not explain why we have to do chromyl chloride test further step. Why we don't stop at CrO2, Cl2? Why we have to go up to that yellow color solution and all? That is not explained by NCERT. That we are explaining you because that comes in JEE Advanced. Clear, bhai? So that's why according to NEET level, K2Cr2O7, H2SO4 coming, reddish brown vapor coming, to bhaiya enjoy chromyl chloride came. So Cl minus anion, ammonium cation, so ammonium chloride is the answer. And I think with this, we have come to the end of the paper discussion. Clear, bhai? Time for topper's tip. So those people who are struggling, that means all of you, make sure you firstly do all the questions of paper and their related topic. Related topic should also be done right now. Related topic means if, for example, iodide and H2O2, you are seeing the precautions. Thermochemical measurement also precautions you will see simultaneously. Clear, bhai? So make sure this has to be done first. After that, whatever you have planned, you should be doing. Sir, but time is not enough. So much I have planned and so little time is there. How will I be able to do all of that? For that, the topper's tip is called Parkinson's law. What is Parkinson's law? A very famous psychologist was there. He gave the idea कि भाई, work expends to fulfill the time. So if you give 3 hours for a job and a work is of only for 1 hour. 1 hour is the work. For example, reading Cell a Unit of Life chapter. It will take 1 hour for you. For example, you have no idea, but it will actually take 1 hour. But you are giving 3 hours. So it will automatically, slowly, you will read every line, you will do operation properly. You will go and turn the page again and again, and then you will be lost in your thought and you will complete in 3 hours only. Clear, hai bhai? On the other hand, if you are giving half an hour, then also it will be completed in half an hour and as good as it got completed in 3 hours. There is the Parkinson's law. So here, trust, and several times I have showed that in the class also, 50 minutes I will teach or 1.5 hours I will teach, my syllabus gets completed in the same time with the same efficiency. It does not feel कि भैया something more I could have told in one batch or the notes are different in different batches. Reason being very simple, भैया Parkinson's law, your brain is much more powerful that you think you are. It is actually. It is much more powerful than it actually you think you are. Clear भैया? So in Parkinson's law, if you are applying, you understand कि यार first priority, whatever the paper my teachers are setting, from there to I have to extract everything today. Maybe tomorrow morning also it will take some time, let it. After that, whatever you are planning, you will be getting enough time to complete that. Just whatever the time is left, allot that leftover time to whatever the target you have kept for yourself. You thought 2 hours it will take for reading, 1 hour only left, read for 1 hour. And trust it, happily read. Trust it, you'll be able to complete whatever you have to complete within that 1 hour which you are getting to do the work. Clear, bhaiya? So topper's tip for today's Parkinson's law. Don't worry about the time constraint. Don't assume how much time it will actually take. Whatever the time is in your hand, divide that according to the priority. So firstly, today before going to bed, complete paper reading, whichever you have to read the topic in this paper which came here, you have done wrong. In such a way that from similar topic, if another paper will come, you should be able to score 720 marks. If this you are doing on a consistent basis, and then you are doing according to your working plan, you are doing that on the next day properly, easily within the 7 to 8 grand test. Before that, don't check your marks that much. Those marks will fluctuate a lot. Even high marks can come down, lower marks can go up. So make sure up to the first 7 to 8 phase, make sure your preparation is still going on. You have to make sure that any leakage which is there should get covered on the same night or maybe by the next morning, first, second hour by maximum 9 o'clock. After that, do whatever you want to do with a cool mind. Chaliye then, tata, bye bye. Do well, work well. Marks are not coming low. In case anyone is thinking, there is a huge scope of improvement in the long term marks, but you are going upside only. So when you will see the overall rank, this I'm talking to right now, long term goal batches especially. When you will see the overall rank, your marks will appear not at all in the top 20. But understand, you are competing with the best prepared candidate of Goshalite presently. After 7-8 pace, if you are consistently doing what we are saying you to do, proper analysis of paper, 7 to 8 phase tarvata, this gap will become narrow, and slowly, it's a rank up here 25, 26, 27, 28, which you will get. But marks difference is only 15 to 20 marks. 2 to 3 question drama only going on, and this comes with the accuracy and consistent work. You are forgetting many chinna things. All those you will remember slowly, bhai. Give yourself time. Don't panic. Don't set a standard in your head. 690 not coming, 700 not coming, 670 not coming. It will come. Just keep on working. Marks are the byproduct. Process matters more at this point of time. The people who can focus on the process for the next 15-16 days, they will be getting much more marks than what they actually deserve also today. Make sure work. Don't think about marks right now, at least for 7 to 8 phase examinations. Work well, work well, work well.